YouTube. My boy Juan. What's up, brother? How's everything? I ain't seen you, homie. My boys, welcome back. Welcome back, my boys. Thank you so much. Thank you. My boy Dills, welcome back, brother. Welcome back. Perfect. We're ready for the game too. Happy Saturday, brother. Thank you, brother. Happy Saturday for you as well. I hope you're having a good day. Everything is well, brother. How's your week been? Productive, good, great, blessed overall. Really can't complain. I hope it's been. How's it been for you boys? How's it been for you boys? I hope you guys are having a great week. I hope you guys are having a great month. How's audio, boys? Is audio good? Is the audio good, boys? Nice, nice. Gonzalo Plata is playing forward today. You guys are ready for the game? Loud and clear, perfect. What up, Trippy? What up, what up, what up?
On yellow card accumulation warning entering this second match day. Well, this is what it's all about, isn't it? Sebastian Becasese got a loud, uproarious boo before this game. 19 unbeaten, but are they nearly attacking enough? Can they score enough goals tonight to keep their World Cup hopes alive?
Well, that's the issue, and looking back and reading up on Ecuador, a lot of the fans do take exception to that defensive
She's got out of the hospital yesterday. Awesome. What a blessing. Had a bunch of rehab she's gonna have to do. But God bless her family. Praises, brother. Praises. That is nothing but good news. We'll wish the best for her recovery to be as soon as possible. At least she's out of there. Best thing is that she's out of there.
The countdown is on in Kansas City. Ecuador take the first touch, and Valencia puts it in play. Group E, critical match day 2 fixture. It is Curacao and Ecuador in Kansas City.
It'll be interesting to see how Ecuador for me
Don't start.
maybe out of possession, in possession, that changes. Estepinian has the ability to come round. Jabot maybe pushes up a bit more and offer a different of times since we know that Franco normally as well, if he plays in that right back role, is quite attacking, so it just gives the flexibility to keep defensively solid, but also try and overrun Purus.
Estupinian comes back down to Capier. He was dribbled 19 times.
Yo, what up, blood? Holy shit, our cheese. What's up, bro? How you doing? Oh, you're doing fantastic, man. How are you?
It's an interesting game, that one, because you watch it.
Yes. Praise God, brother. Praise God. W deals, W deals.
For coach's favour, but that's just proof in football that you can't always necessarily look at statistics. And back to the matter is, as we mentioned before the game, for all Ecuador's defensive capabilities, attacking-wise, that's where it surely needs to
Thank
improve.
you for the likes, guys. Thank you. YouTube.
13 matches unbeaten entering the World Cup. 13 defensive clean sheets in that span. One stat I saw there, the fourth team since 1966 at the World Cup to hit the woodwork 3 times in a match
Plata.
and lose.
And fine margins in any football game, but especially at this level, at a World Cup finals, and the quality is so high, you need to make sure that put away your opportunities.
Oh, shit. Come on, man. That was too clear. How do you miss that?
Sensational save by Room. He's got no right to get to that. Ena Valencia does everything right. The touch across the defender. They just can't find the finish.
The first corner for Ecuador.
I'm doing good myself. Just shiny hunting for shiny Helioptile.
That isn't.
You know what's funny? I was shiny hunting yesterday on stream in ZA.
Great ball, by the way. Into
Yep,
Valencia.
you absolutely got
As I
it.
say, for me, as a former centre forward myself, he does everything
You got it, you
perfect
got
in
it.
terms of that step across the defender with the ball to make sure that if the defender touches him, it's game over, it's a penalty. Does everything right, and then you think the net's just going to ripple. Broom had completely other ideas.
Valencia scored 6 of the last 7 Ecuadorian World Cup goals. Sits on 49 in his international career. A throw to Funville.
Here we go.
Bro, he
Perfect, and this is what I'm talking
he gets
about.
it perfectly.
Left foot, sorry,
He
across the
he
defender.
gets he gets that ball perfectly positioned. You could have chipped it even.
Fantastic save from the Curacao keeper.
Brennan brings it forward. Germany scored in the first 10 minutes. Curacao scored a stunning equalizer from Colmenencia in the 21st. It was 3-1 Germany by halftime, 7-1 when it was all done. There's a comment from the Algerian coach that I was reminded of seeing that scoreline. Kicking a hornet's nest. They did wake the sleeping giant and paid ultimately a 7-goal price for it. And that puts Curacao in difficult terrain, even if they do get through as the third-place team. The goal difference could very well be their undoing now.
Well, Ben, I'm just looking at the defence and
I'm very well aware that I can play it on my phone, but I have original hardware, so it's all good.
Interesting to see how that progresses as the game goes on. Do they go into protect mode? Do they maybe bring another one back? But they're playing with 2 deep lying centre midfielders to try and protect that back line as well. You've got to be careful. Yes, you want to protect, but don't drop too deep. You still need to offer a threat going forward, which they love to do with the pace they've got on the counter.
One Bacuna to another. And Juninho Bacuna plays it ahead. Fong calling for it. Bacuna dispossessed atop the 18. Gets out to Plata. Put in by Estupinian.
Valencia. Welcome back, Freddy. Welcome back.
So you came from an offside position.
Nifty, thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you, thank you. Welcome to the Plata Nation. Welcome, welcome. I hope you're having a stunning day.
Boiler Room featuring in Miami, not for that Miami, but the second division club that shares the city with Messi's Inter Miami, Miami FC, the USL Championship, the American Second Division. He and Lacadia, where's the number 9 for Curacao teammates there? Swing through Estupinian and Capier.
It's been there, Juan. It only you. How do I say this? The alert only happens if your account is public. If you have a private account, then it won't happen. Again.
Dari follows. Stymies the incursion. Still, it's Ecuador.
You like low point in Gatherbird? Oh Lord.
And that was a prime example where Dari,
Everyone like low pony.
potentially man marking
Dude.
Valencia, not helping his centre back
Fucking
there.
freaks.
Same in terms of the earlier opportunity as well.
Freaks. Jesus.
Where he runs off the shoulder. Not quite got it right, and you see now they're bringing it back round into a 5, so out of possession.
What's your favorite? That's your favorite. Well,
Drops
who
right back in, you see.
who is your favorite shiny Nifty? This guy, bro. At least he's honest about it.
Dong. The numbers are good here for Curacao. Lee Chong lays it off. Lacadia.
Decision, wrong ball. Everyone around him
Bro.
with a blue Parisian in a blue shirt is screaming it should have gone to his left.
My reactions don't like either, bro. What's up?
Ecuador the other direction. Bonville put under pressure. Alcivar. Oh, that's bright. Curacao pushing into the final third, having a go for goal. It is wide in the end. Floranis, who's never scored an international goal.
Licky tongue is fire, bro. No, you look like a Bellsprout whipping bell type of guy.
From Valencia, just doesn't find the corner well enough, but take nothing away from the save from that point blank range from Broom. It's excellent. But as I mentioned, that's what Curacao that we've just seen in that last attack want to do. Want to play on the counter attack, use that pace that they've got high up the pitch to exploit Ecuador, who will be more comfortable on the ball, more likely to bring bodies forward, and that's when you've got to try and exploit those opportunities as Curacao.
Bronco. Gabier. Flags on the field are limp, but the wind has picked up the upper reaches of the Kansas City Stadium. There is weather anticipated later tonight, but nearly overcast at kickoff. This ball launched through.
Finally goes up. Cardia from the get-go looked offside, and oh now.
Well, Lucas,
Don't we that it's left to play.
I don't know what to say. But I'm grateful. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. That's I don't know what to say. Caught me completely off guard. But I'm only being myself, brother. So
Capier with the rescue.
praises, man. Thank you. I'm very grateful. that's funny.
Finished second.
But thank you, Lucas. I appreciate it. Thank you.
World Cup qualifying, including a win against the
Sim Japanese tour.
qualifier.
Like others. Well, Nifty, thank you for joining. I appreciate you, and I hope to see you soon, man.
Winner two away.
That is wholesome. That's
CONMEBOL's very convoluted, lengthy qualifying campaign. 18
may God always be with you, Lucas. Thank you for your kind words. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Met by Gari. Appeal for a handball. It
Wow.
continues.
He just needs to wait. He does really well. Picks up the ball, dribbling.
I hate the fact that we go from such a funny conversation to a completely serious conversation.
Goes too early and he's trying to thread the eye of the needle, and Curacao didn't quite take the bait that early on.
Thank you, Lucas. Thank you. I don't know why you like the best, but appreciate you.
Chases along the line.
He's been doing his job well. Because now
Life is great. Life is amazing. Try to enjoy it. Try to be yourself.
When you're playing in those wide positions, it's a game of cat and mouse.
My boy Juan. Juan, you ready to spark, bro? I have to spark after that, bro.
So far, he's winning that battle, Estepinian.
Stupinian did start all 3 matches of the Qatar World Cup for Ecuador.
Yo, is Ecuador gonna score?
Pretty good cheer when it was announced he'd be starting.
What a beautiful stream so far. We got soccer. We got Zaza. Okay.
Maybe a chance for Ecuador, Ron.
Come on. I need that parlay to hit. Because Japan is winning for sure today. I'm not sleeping until I see Japan win. Period. So Lucas, stay, bro. We have a long stream. Yo, my boy Lucas. Welcome to the Plata Nation, bro. Welcome to the Plata Nation.
Cardia again. See, it's offside in that build-up.
Awesome. Let me see them flexes in the chat.
Ecuador begin anew. Trying to break a Curacao team. Conceded 7 goals to Germany. 12 shots on target, more than any team in the first match day of the World Cup.
Quite perplexing when you watch it because they had good numbers back, Curacao, in moments, but it's too scared to.
Bro, I learned how to smoke differently. I've been getting high differently, bro.
Skims toward Plata.
Crazy.
It's a lesson learned.
Inhale all the way.
Caicedo. Ball worked off the outside. Tipped across the face of goal and off target from Pedro Vite.
Beat it.
Saw what he was going for. These later runs now are increasingly starting to bother Curacao, trying to open
Dang. Oh my god, that was a nasty combo. He almost had, bro.
doesn't have enough curl. It's not the right technique to bring it inside.
That was pretty good. Inhale, hold 3 seconds, and exhale.
Melendez. Pulls up, then Gapier. On the double at Leverkusen, moves on to Arsenal. 39 appearances in all competitions. Of course, the Premier League title.
Tweaking already. We tweaking.
Between Gari and Obispo, and I keep saying it, but it's going to get exposed again sooner rather than later. They're all out of position. Back line for me is
Lucas, what's your favorite Pokemon? Don't tell me it's Low Pony too, man.
Caicedo. Pacho. And Gapier. Turns down Estupinian. Bronco. Estupinian.
communication there from his teammates. Plata's in a wonderful position, could have turned and moving forward.
Plata, what were you doing?
And then I think that's the moment where you shoot. You've got that half a yard. You can even toe poke it, and it's going to cause the goalkeeper a problem. But that extra touch, it's too much.
Turned over, awkward bounce for Rome. Deals with it in the end. And an injured player for Curacao. That is Colmenencia, the goal scorer. He said he's played with Manuel Neuer in video games for so long. Called it a beautiful moment that he scored on the 40-year-old German goalkeeper.
That's beautiful. Bro, he only know Manuel Neuer from FIFA. Crazy.
The chance on the other end from Floranis.
Just trying to nick it inside that near post, but the angle wasn't there.
Bro, the manager says, shit. Come on. Oh, this is a Curacao fan right there. You guys saw that? My man looked like a Smurf.
He said, whatever happens in this World Cup, we'll celebrate. A wonderful piece by Tom Hindle. One of the great stories of this World Cup, whether they qualify for the knockout or not, being here in the first place. Some of the players have said they know fans around the world have heard Curacao 100 times over the course of a match, and that's 100 more than many had ever heard the nation of Curacao, formerly the Netherlands Antilles, until about 15 years ago. Flying forward, Colmenencia. It's down to Chong. Chong, that got blocked. Again, turned away. And the whistle's blown.
I don't know if there was an element, potentially, handball in there. Either way, see Colmenencia. He's bright, he's attacking, he's exciting to watch. He's one of those players that every time he gets on the ball, you start to lift yourself off your seat, and something that they've got to work with Curacao as much as possible. Get him free, get him on the board. And what's amazing to me is played a lot of this campaign in terms of qualifying as well in midfield, but can actually play right back as well. So he's obviously tactically very astute as well.
Spotted in Willemstad by Feyenoord at 10 years old, made the move to Europe, ended up at Manchester United. After Clayton Blackmore saw a clip in 2016, he was the Academy Player of the Year. Next year, he was the Reserve Team Player of the Year. But his time at United sputtered out a trio of loans. Strung out Sheffield United in the Championship, which is still a great club.
I'm glad you got that right, Mike. As a former blade myself.
It's all love. %60 of the ball to Ecuador. Probably about 80%, 90% of the fans as well. Capierre cross! Right place, right time. Valencia with a poke that nearly punctured Curacao.
The ball by Capierre is tremendous. This is everything as a centre forward you dream of. He doesn't do too much wrong, Valencia. Just doesn't quite get enough on it. The power needed to beat Rue.
Only fourth touch for Enter Valencia. Fewest of any player on the field.
Two decisive ones though. Box. By now really should have had his 50th international goal.
Matches Ecuador's World Cup cap record. His 8th appearance in the World Cup. Three goals in his debut tournament in 14, 3 more in Qatar in 2022. Does Valencia find number 50 of his international career today? The run from Estupiñán, clever enough, but well read by Brennett. Chong turned away, and Capier pushed ahead for Valencia. He dragged his run. Vite plays in Mexico at Pumas, previously in Canada, three-time Voyageurs Cup winner at Vancouver in Major League Soccer. Blanco. Oh, brilliant dribble. Capier kept it alive. In the end, Alcivar that into the width. There'll be a goal kick off Plata.
I think Yeboah deserved more from his run. This is the early opportunity that I mentioned in Capier. It's a wonderful balling. It's just a glancing touch from Valencia, and that's fine. If you're 1 or 2 yards out, but from that type of area, it just needed more power.
It's a high boot from Bacuna. Potential head injury has Ma Ning stopping play. Alcivar. Go ahead. Or is Estupiñán.
Yo, what up, Javier? My boy.
Pomenencia. Edison Capier absolutely riding that challenge. Chong, the turn. Down goes Bacuna.
That's a card, ref.
Brilliant passage by Curacao.
So far, 0-0. Oh, shooter.
Wriggled free a couple of times there and
Water break.
ceremoniously brought down.
We have reached the first.
We are on water break. So far, it's being a dominated game by. Okay. So far, it's being dominated by Ecuador. Is winning so far, I guess, stat-wise, not goal-wise. My day has been going great, brother. Beautiful day, fantastic day, lovely day, blessed day, creative, productive day. All of those had happened today. And I'm streaming now. What about your day, brother? How's your day been? I was not worried. Matter of fact, I was not worried about it that I put money and I ended up winning W me. Nice, nice. Tomorrow is Father's Day. POKE-PLATANO. G.
Well, much anticipated in this Group E match between Curacao and Ecuador. Where do we stand as we hit the midway point of the first half?
For me, Curacao was job done, and these hydration breaks, I think, bring a different perspective to it, to be honest, because normally as a footballer you'd say, let's break it down, let's go first 15 minutes, 30 minutes, 45, and try and break it down that way, but actually it's probably, right, let's get to the hydration break, let's make sure we've not conceded, and then they can go from there and try and see out the rest of the half. If they can get a goal on the break at times, which they've looked dangerous, fantastic, but I think for me, for Curacao, the first thing they will think in the first half is let's not concede, let's stay in the game.
And they have done precisely that. After the first half hydration break, scoreless between Ecuador and Curacao. Ecuador.
What's up, Eggs? Welcome back, brother. How are you?
90th minute, Amad Diallo, the winner for Cote d'Ivoire. Their 5th appearance in the FIFA World Cup. They reached the round of 16 back in 2006. Have dreams of doing so again. Curacao, their entire population, about the size of 2 of these stadiums.
Bruh.
It's about 70,000 here in Kansas City. Plata went for goal, 5th save for Room. That's probably the easiest one he's had in totality tonight.
Plata, bro. You letting this guy look good, bro. What's up, bro? You making this guy look good, Plata. What up, Parker? Double O, triple O, quadruple O. What up, Parker?
Just doesn't have the direction it needs to beat the goalkeeper.
Throw to Plata, get it back in play. There was a stoppage to check on Yeboah. 5 saves for Room. 5 shots
Pikachu.
on target, the most in the first half of a World Cup match for Ecuador. But much like Cote d'Ivoire, they still haven't picked the lock.
It's the thing, you can speak about stats all day long and shots on target and XG, but the most important one will always be the scoreline, and that's where they'll be disappointed, Ecuador, that they've not converted those opportunities into goals.
Stupinian nearly broke it up. Ball hit from distance. Kareem's off the heels of Brennan. Nino Bacuna, of course, his brother, Leonardo, on this team. Another brother, Johnson, featured for the then Netherlands Antilles back in 2008. He's 12 years older than Juninho, the 28-year-old. Bacuna lays that back.
Okay. The defender on sticks initially.
That's a great bit of defensive work with this ball. Half an hour gone in Kansas City. Scoreless still. Port Valencia out of reach.
Not be hugely clear cut. Curacao, for me, providing a threat enough to panic Ecuador at times. Certainly enough for me to think that we can score in this game.
Gliding forward, Fonville provides the defense. In by Yeboah. Fonville got a piece, still not enough to clear the danger.
Bro, Curaçao is playing better than what I thought.
He had no support around him. Valencia coming. Curaçao spared their blushes, immediately win the ensuing throw. Hit that long, we're having a very different conversation. Plata nearly through. Up for Chong, Lacadia. Bronco.
Those moments for Ecuador, they're too loose with it.
Bakura. It comes off. It's the great Curaçao highlight of
After last game, I imagine.
Fonville laying over Bakura. That got blocked by Pacho and scooped up by Galindez. And the hand up from Bakuna, a point of concern.
Well, I said they're providing a threat, Curaçao. They look good at times. As I mentioned, there's elements of Ecuador where they're loose, they're playing it out from the back, maybe a little bit too complacent, and they're getting caught, and it's giving Curaçao confidence. And see what happens here. Nice little flick. And the frustrating thing about that, and the worst thing about that, is when a player goes down and there's no impact, it's always a massive worry. Doesn't look good for Bakuna.
Bro,
His brother standing beside.
he missed that and he's injured now, of course.
He was hard at work. Started all 10 World Cup qualifiers, one of two Curaçao to do so. Relegated at Volendam in the most recent Dutch season. Scored 3 goals in qualifying.
Oh my god, look at the bed, look at the bed.
Welcome sight.
Yo, ref, I need you to add that time up.
And thankfully, an unnecessary sight, the stretcher.
Doesn't look the most comfortable though. Sure that want to get back on the pitch and try and run it off, but it's a tentative walk off the physios.
Now they got 10 players in the field, and Ecuador is about to use that, and they're going to score.
It'll be at least a minute before he's allowed on, if he returns at all.
It's down again, isn't he? And treatment, so
Let's get it, let's go.
it remains to be seen.
And so Curaçao defend with just 10 for the time.
Until Japan wins. Once I see Japan is confirmed the winner,
Sivar,
we can call it.
Sano, Bronco, Yeboah provides the width. Pacho, Capier, Stupinyan. Didn't have the numbers, Caicedo. All aired on to Plata. Well, the good news is Bakuna has returned.
I'm not convinced.
I don't know that he is either.
On his knees now and milling around, and I get it. I've been there as a player. You want to stay on the pitch as long as possible, but you've also got to not be a burden to your team.
Frustration already setting in for the Ecuadorian fans. Whistles, cheers, on every pass backward.
Frustration as well with the way they approached that minute with Bakuna off the pitch. Could they have tried something a bit different, a bit more urgency, knowing that their opponents were down to 10?
Capier. Brennan. Elon player. Mervis Estupiñán. Pacho circles back. Ian and Capier featured together on the Copa Libertadores winning side at Independiente del Valle with Caicedo and Vite as well. Here the 4R starting in a World Cup. Turned over to Chong very awkwardly. Chong dribbling forward, wins a free kick. And the yellow card, the first issued in this match, belongs to Franco.
Again, it's a loose pass from Ecuador. Puts them in trouble.
This is Alcivar who received the yellow card.
Motherfucker call him Franco. He did ask call him Franco.
Free kick, Chong there, recover and give it away. Here comes Ecuador, more space than they've had much of the day, and that is a domineering challenge. What a step from Bakuna. It comes with a yellow card.
Yeah, there's no hiding that one. There was nothing inconspicuous about that.
I will do that too.
Had to take evasive action. Bakuna driving forward on the counter-attack. Good numbers from Ecuador, looking to add, and you file that one, undertaking one for the team.
Yo. He low-key flew.
And Bakuna goes into the book. Giving a good account of themselves, Curacao. Still short of halftime. Through to Estupiñán. That took a deflection, rattled a bit. To the wickets of Rome. Controls.
Nice little passing though, isn't it? From Ecuador. Went 1-2. Third man run.
Kadia seeds the foul. Ecuador do finish in New York against Germany in the final group stage match. It's a rematch, the 2006 World Cup opener. That underscores just how important it is that they get the full allotment in this game. They've already fallen to Cote d'Ivoire. Pushes they made.
Nigga, you mean Ivory Coast?
Still haven't broken through.
Who the fuck is Cote d'Ivoire?
Good starting position for him.
What? He means Ivory Coast,
Good anticipation,
right?
just to relieve the pressure.
Take your time, bro. No rush. The Bulbasaur is gonna shine someday. I believe. Wow.
Sivar slides over, retains. to steer that straight through the middle and cleared away by Curacao.
I think he's fortunate. In an ideal world, the one needs to be pushed wide.
Damn, this goal is gonna get signed.
Right place at the right time. Just having the ability to step across and stop the follow-up.
Vite, now Estupinian.
That's not Colombia, that's Ecuador. Oh my god, it's okay, that's why I'm here.
Hacho. Bronco.
Colombia plays soon.
The ball is inverted. Luna, Franco wins it back for Ecuador. Maybe a chance. Playing through for Valencia.
Valencia, son, what's up?
They're starting to look good now, Ecuador. You see what they're doing, creating triangles in wide areas. It's causing a problem. The wing-backs for Curacao.
My boy Javier.
Credit for me on the left-hand side. He doesn't know whether to stick or twist. Do I stay? Do I go? And he keeps getting caught in two minds.
Run forward, turned away, Ebola. And now Curacao can break the other direction. Lacadia long run. Hacho. Here's a throw to Curacao. One of the best defenders in the world right now. Made the FIFA World Best 11 last year. Going up against a second division player from the U.S., Lacadia. Once toward Lacadia, turned away by Caicedo, won the Club World Cup with Chelsea. A year ago,
When he hits, it hits. Let's hit it.
Brennett.
Curacao had a good passage of play. Need to give it away when they did, but room again. He's not put a foot wrong so far.
Be a very different scoreline had he.
It's been very good, but as we mentioned earlier, when you're an underdog, which I think we can all agree that Curacao are in this situation, you've got to ride your luck, you've got to have some big performances. Room's certainly given us that so far.
Made 13 saves against Honduras in a 2019 Gold Cup match that earned him a spot in Columbus, which is the Ecuadorian training camp site now. Winning MLS Cup the following year. Room, relative unknown commodity within CONCACAF. Exploding onto the scene in that match.
Yo, Harvey, my boy. Thank you so much, bro. I truly appreciate your support, bro. Thank you for being here.
And now he's taking them to the World Cup.
Your time is appreciated here, bro. Man, thank you for the cheers always, bro. Thank you for the positivity. I love that. So I appreciate you. Thank you, brother.
It has now been 10 and a half hours of game time since their last competitive open play goal. 4 added minutes.
Just 4? That's crazy.
Quickly, Ecuador, you see there earlier in the play, Brennan comes out, and there's such a big gap between him and Gari. The problem is Ecuador, they don't expose it, they don't move the ball quickly enough, but that's where when you pull the wing backs out, if you play quickly, there's such a big gap between the outside wing back and the outside centre half.
Room. There's drastically more in that than was necessary for Gari and helping up Estupinian.
And they just couldn't get out of each other's way.
Real men do that.
Was the earlier opportunity.
Real men do that.
Yeboah takes the
Fah! Deflect
Probably
with
the only
that.
thing that you would argue that Room's done wrong in terms of
I like it on
him push that wide in that
puta.
opportunity in that moment.
See that hard, bro.
Get away with one, Curacao.
Ochoa won the header. Header Valencia. 12-1 by Curacao.
Dang, he still passed that. Ole.
To Eve Chung. Ball hit from distance.
Okay, start shooting, you know what I'm saying? They gotta start shooting, they gotta try the goalie. The goalie hasn't seen the ball since the beginning of the game.
Initially, the way that he lets the ball come across his body, he drops the shoulder, he creates the half a yard to take the shot on, but then rushes in, easily gets the contact wrong.
Valencia, not an unknown commodity, came through PSV, ended up at Juventus for a number of years in their reserve team. He was in the Guardian list back in 2021 of the next generation of great footballers. Dutch Youth International, one of many in this Curacao team, switched to play in the World Cup through qualifying for Curacao.
Believe,
Capier, second bite of the
and
apple,
you'll
left to the deflection.
succeed.
One hand that
Believe,
back into play and hold on. There's a jury of about 70,000
and
here
you'll
that disagrees
succeed.
with the decision.
Platter at the forefront of that, I think.
Believe, and you'll succeed.
Well, two wrongs don't make a right. As Lacadia's got his arm firmly entrenched on the back of Estupinian. Estupinian's leaning over the top of him. It is a free kick to Curacao.
What?
You're right. 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. Nearly gives Estupinian a piggyback.
That was actually kind of funny. Yo, goalie, I'll give you 2 puff if you shoot a goal.
Well, a very rare chance for Curacao, and they get it right before the halftime break. Can you imagine? Free kick, Bakuna, back post, stabbed down to the spot. It was nearly perfectly executed. What a tackle!
That
into Valencia. Referee guiding the Curacao players away.
I think that was a clean tackle.
I think Comenencia there is very...
That was a clean tackle. That was a clean tackle.
Not with the foul. I'm actually not sure it's a foul, but it's his reaction afterwards, throwing the ball away. And because everyone had rushed the referee, he doesn't see it. But if he does, that's a yellow card. It's dissent.
Bro,
The tackle itself aged better on the replay than it did in real time, I think.
Yeah, I think he does initially get the ball. I think it's more of the follow-through.
Oh, Courtney, 0-0 at halftime. Who could have seen this coming?
You know what? Curacao have been really good. They've ridden their luck at times. They've had it. Spy performance by the goalkeeper, but I think they have every right to go in at the break on level terms with Ecuador.
Well, Ecuador would be smart to actually make their way in. And the first-time World Cup center referee, Ma Ning, speaking to the captains before they make their way back.
Do you call it soccer or do you call it football?
damn, bro. I thought my camera was frozen, but it was me.
90 minutes is what
I was frozen.
odds matter. The next goal, same game parlay.
First time watching the World Cup. Well, thank you for watching it with me. Oh, cheddar cheese. Hold up.
Beautiful game has a million
We don't want to see no commercials.
Canada's premier.
We don't sponsor nobody. Nobody sponsor us. You feel me? You feel me? About to order some Chinese, kid. Some Chinese with a couple push-ups. Sounds good. So 1 second, chat. 1 second. 1 second. 1 second. Gotta love it. Got to love it. I don't love the score though, but I love the fact that we got food. You know what I'm saying? May God bless us for another meal. Volume was working. I just muted you guys. I mute you guys on purpose because I wanted to. I had muted you guys real quicker for a dipper because I was ordering food.
Okay, so the scene starts off with Charlie and Max coming off their first loss of the movie after getting hit with straight belt to ass. And the fact they really lost this fight is wild in itself, cause my dog, they had Noisy Boy. Do you know how ass you have to be to lose with Noisy Boy? It's like having a golden scar and pump and losing to someone doing the Great Only challenge. Y'all are trash. But while on the way back to the crib, they pull up to a junkyard trying to find some new parts for a robot after that straight failure of a fight. Roddy was out there straight button mashing like he fly reacts. I don't know what he was expecting. And that's how you know Charlie really is the worst father of all time. Because first of all, at the start of the movie, he deadass tried to sell his own offspring for 100 grand. Second, he's bringing his child to commit illegal activities with him. And third, he sees Max standing next to a cliff and just watches him. Didn't even tell bro to step away, put the flashlight in his face and allowed the 11-year-old child to stand and look down the cliff while it's raining. Is this nigga serious? As he ends up falling down a landslide, almost falling to his demise just to be saved by the arm of a robot. As Charlie pulls up to save him, and after such a caring scene between him and his son, Max asks him to help him get the robot out, and he decides to leave him there and go home while he digs up the robot on the cliffside. This is the sick Negro. Like he deadass just goes home and leaves his son there after he just fell down that seat.
This is a sick.
Cliff. This has to be the worst father I've ever seen, and this nigga exists. He didn't even know if his son was alive. Brody spent the whole night down there and he ain't come to check on him once. Ain't no way. But they get back to the crib and I know that ain't who I think it is. Now y'all know I'm a chocolate man myself, but sometimes it snows and you just have to appreciate it. Cause I know y'all see her right here though. She's so bad.
Yeah.
Sensational.
Sensational.
But they wash him down, finding out his name is Atom and he was a sparring partner for Muhammad Ali.
I agree.
Like any two of you right now, after a bunch of convincing, they fix him up and get him his first victim. As they pull up to a spot filled with straight rednecks, I'm talking flannel, millet, and a cowboy hat. Like Pete Brody right here, and I'm just confused, cause who in their right mind is asking for a cut like this? Him and Kais and I got the same barber messing them up. We gotta go bald. But they get to working out with deal with Brody.
Yo, we gotta go ball, gang. Gang, we gotta go ball, cut.
And he got all that hell in his head, but no brain inside of it. Cause tell me how Max Street hustled him from going from $100 for this fight to a band just for one round. Bro got street finesse by an 11-year-old. Go trash. Gang, gang. But they get to the ring for the match, and I know that ain't a brother I see. Brody way too happy to be in this environment. Cause all 32 pearly yellow showing Dr. Uma would be heavily disappointed. But the fight starts, and not even 4 epic seconds into it, Metro's already stepping on his fresh J's, grabbing him by the arm and gets straight to mollywhopping. Got Brody stumbling around like guys after finding out their goal is going.
It's an evil world we live in.
But Charlie gets to giving out some of the greatest comms. Slip right, backstep, knock. Come on, boy, out here moving like a straight vet. Just to get hit with a backhand and 3 more rights to the body, and it's getting dogged on. He out here getting put in the headlock like the Husk came around and emoted on mid-fight. This is just sad. As he straight domes it, bringing the timer down to 30 seconds left. As he gets kicked into a rock and hit with an uppercut and a spinning backhand, putting Adam down for the count. As the countdown starts, and like the damn Undertaker, Adam rises back to his feet like nothing happened, and they win the band. Got the whole crowd straight tweaking. That's how it felt seeing LeBron lose his 10-point streak. I'd be like these all day. I couldn't believe my eyes. McQueen is fading. But Kingpin pulls up on them, making the dumb decision of asking for double or nothing. Got Charlie talking about some F no. Just for Max being the hustler he is to say,
Tell him to bring me my money.
he accepts the deal and gets straight to work. As the second round starts back up, and bro really gonna try hit the same move twice in a row, bro. You stupid. As Max weaves the leg stomp.
Damn. He really about to rock.
As he straight domes him with a double fist uppercut.
That is pretty satisfying to hear.
Cameraman really be listening to fight reacts, cause he gon' get free camera angles of the smack just because. Her Brody out here malfunctioning like a white guy after being caught cheating. This is crazy. As he eventually takes himself out and Atom collects his first victim. And I swear, Max be trying to rage bait too much. Got him over here playing in Kingpin's face. Me personally, I wouldn't take that level of disrespect. And Hulk going outside on his own home court, got all the redneck hugs looking at him like these now. It's a stop what Adam Brody out. But what?
Oh, son, what happened to that little boy, bro? That little boy is mad at everyone, bro. Nah, gang. I'll be mad at the world with that haircut.
Gave them a ticket to free bread. And when there's bread involved, Charlie is listening. So we get the training up at him as they get to the next event, and we really got both him and Max up on that stage dancing to Chief Keef in front of a whole bunch of army niggas. They heard he was going to blow up New Jersey and try to arrest Max right there and then.
He's Richie.
No part in this. But we think he a whole montage.
Where the hell did that cap came from, dude? He was flying into the camera, dog.
To event, collecting victim after victim and making band after band, making a name for himself in the robot boxing scene. I swear I had the same experience pulling up to my new primary school. I raced every single guy in the school till I took each of their shorties one by one. Incredible. But after all this success, they get their first offer for a league fight, as Atom now pulls up to the big leagues to claim yet another victim. But before this, they get called up to Zeus's suite to meet the owners, and oh boy, I made it. Alone though, cause I know y'all see her right here though, the accent and everything. She's so bad.
We must stay focused, brothers. We must stay stay focused, brothers.
But she
Stay
off the
focused,
right
brothers.
and Max really has to be the realest
Stay
kid
focused.
I've seen in a minute. 'Cause
Lock
he hits
in,
the worst
brothers.
when he bans and still says no. Now a lot of niggas, including me, would have taken that, but hey, that's what makes him the realest. When we get to the match with the Twin Cities coming out first, and when they call Atom, they proceed to hit the cleanest walkout in history. I ain't gonna lie, I may be a grown ass man, but this is gas. A 12-year-old me straight geek and hit their stars 24/7. But the fight starts and they get to boxing, and he really had me in the first half, cause Atom gon' come off the gate and hit a slip right, slip again, right, left. Had me out here thinking this was free east. Thought the league was actually gonna be nice. Whole time y'all are trash. But I was severely wrong, cause Twin City starts to lock in as Atom gets hit with a left body shot right. And I'm not even sure if this is allowed, cause bro gon' block the shot purely because his other head was looking like bro. Bro out here using Fortnite hacks and they still not the top of the league. This is trash. But he hits him with a right and is over here straight piecing him up. Got Brody in the corner looking like Jake Paul. It's already over. But as he's getting pummeled, Charlie notices a weak spot in his right shoulder as he hits a weave out the corner. 1, 2, 3. And like James Harden, his 3 step backs in a row with no whistle. The ref out here acting like he SGA. Nigga, where's the foul? He blocks getting in close and starts giving him the hands. I'm talking left, right uppercut, left uppercut. Slip the right and straight dunks him from the back. Pause. As Charlie starts to pop his ult, hitting straight combination after combination. A 12-year-old me glazing sounding like I'm Mike Tyson.
You do 2 punches that sound like 1. You know how magnificent your speed have to be for that?
Put the Discord most controlling Twin City straight tweaking as Atom hits a spin move. Had his head straight spinning like it's his first day at college and there are way too many 10s. As Atom hits the uppercut of hitting Twin Cities down. Cameraman done did it again.
That's what I'm talking about. This shit means something to me, man.
As they start the count again all the way to 10 as they win the match and Atom collects his next victim. And with no time to waste, Max instantly starts talking his smack, calling out the reigning champion, the GOAT or robot fighting Zeus himself. And it's not even like he calls them out in a normal way like this Jake Paul asking to fight a 16-year-old man. He reveals that they tried to buy Atom from them and says he wants to fight for the championship. Got the whole crowd going crazy. Even my girl is watching from the bar while some random is trying to hit on her like my dog. That ain't your girlfriend. After such a big dub, they get to leaving and in comes one of Charlie's main ops that he owes money to. And they really got no care in the world because they get to jumping him in front of his son. And Brody out here watching his pops get smoked. And this whole thing looking like that one scene from Top Boy. As they rob him off his bread and leave them both stranded. And I ain't gonna lie, when I first watched this movie, I really thought Atom was gonna come alive and pull up out of nowhere to body all 3 of them. But I guess not. Full time he was chilling in the van waiting for them to come back. Over here acting like he wasn't looking at himself in the mirror earlier, talking about some. But now you can't
100%. Of course I cares about Pokemon Managers. That is like my number 1 thing.
Give back Max to his dead ex-girlfriend's sister and husband for his safety. And this really just a plot of Fresh Prince. Bro got beat up one time and sent to live with his auntie and uncle in Bel Air. Took their whole flow word for word, bar for bar. I know you were been lying. But after some thinking and some wise words from my girl, he decides to go get Max back. And no, not my shorty. Got me out here feeling like Dammy. See my shorty kissing on another nigga. Why the fuck?
Is that the fucking heavenly right?
Like I wouldn't be as mad if it was
Pa!
random.
Oh!
I can't even like the Wolverine anymore. F you. But he pulls up on Max.
What to do? Pop alert!
An amazing speech on why he should forgive him.
Yo! My boy Flange! Been lurking, bro. Sleeping, listening while dozing off. Praises, my boy. Praises. Nice seeing you, bro. Invictor, 14 win streak. Damn, Jeff. You gonna play? Let me know when you get to fight Wolf Glick, Papa. Let me know. Let me know.
Anyhow, he makes it past that first round. This GG's. there is no way out of this one. And it's not even like this is some random thug he's betting with. This is the Black Captain America before he met Steve
Black
Rogers.
Captain
It's
America.
already over for bro. But we got inside the stadium as the squad pulls up clean as hell, and I swear the aura farming is just getting out of hand. Piccolo really started an epidemic. Cause just look at how Zeus makes his entrance. As he walks down the aisle, flames going off with each step he takes, and proceeds to hit a LeBron vert over the ropes, landing in the ring. Really took aura farming to the max start. We already know you
Crazy.
go. There is no need to do all this extra stuff. I would copying the Rogo himself like it's nothing, nigga. I should sue you. But with no extra time,
Drop the like, bro. Thank you, bro. Thank you so much, my boy. Thank you, thank you.
See what I did there? Go still. That's what
Appreciate you.
No, but we get to the boxing, and with one bang, Zeus already puts Atom down. And oh nah, Cobro lead out like he LeBron. Seconds off the line. This is just sad. But he starts to push back up, and Zeus really out here moving like he Aaron. Didn't even allow Bo to fully get back up before he starts rocking him yet again, putting him down for the second time within 10 seconds. But if there's one thing about Atom, he gonna continue to get back up as he further gets cooked, with Zeus literally lifting him into the air with a body shot, pushing him back into the corner, hitting right off the right as Atom tries to get out, but that don't work. And I don't know much about robot boxing, but I'm sure that's not legal. He fully grabbed him and pulled him back. Where is the ref? As he gets hit with an uppercut, almost knocking him out the ring, and a right, sending him to sleep for the third time in the fight.
Yo.
But yet again, like the damn Undertaker, he wakes up on the 9th count and gets right back to being mollywop. But out of nowhere, while getting smoked in the corner, they hit a right uppercut and straight chin check it. Put the entire crowd, including the two owners of Zeus, in straight confusion. They ain't never seen something like this. Can't possibly be. As Atom completely turns up, pulling back up on Zeus, step back right, right hook, right hook, right hook, left hook, and starts to completely mollywop Zeus like it's nothing. As Zeus is in reverse, pushing him against the ropes, and I don't even know what to call this move. Probably just out there doing anything at this point. But he charges up the meanest right as the bell rings, and Atom becomes the first bot in years to survive the first round in the ring with Zeus. But Charlie's made up trying to hit the dash. Brody bet 100 bands on his downfall, you stupid. Just for Captain America and his goons to pull up, stopping him in his tracks. Easiest 100 they ever made. Knew it was free easy. The second bro was talking about some
Right? Oh boy. What did you say, nigga?
regardless of whether or not he lasted a round, they was gonna get that bread one way or another. But we get back to Atom in his corner, and bro is straight fried. Kawhi is broken in his back and everything, but nevertheless he gets back up ready for the second round. As we then go through a whole montage of the different rounds of them going straight blow for blow on each other, as Atom makes it further than any bot ever has. Put the creator straight tweak, and bro went from sitting in the stands to now observing the team controlling him, trying to see what the hell these guys are doing. They got the best, most well-designed bot in the league, and they are still selling. How is this happening? You not open! But we get put back in midway through the fourth round, as Atom gets put in the headlock and box. Got him stumbling around the ring because his voice recognition has now been cooked. And my homegirl, when I try to give her some advice, bro can't hear nothing, as he proceeds to get cooked in the corner of the ring as the bell saves him yet again. Got his shorty over here straight tweaking. If you lose this fight, I'm leaving and going to that sexy nigga Ronex. Hold on, shorty, chill. But after peeping that his voice recognition is cooked, Max gives Charlie a speech and convinces him to put Atom into shadow mode and allow Charlie to control him from the outside of the ring with his movements. And I ain't gonna lie, as a grown-ass man, this still gets me geeked to this day. Went from hyped as a kid to hyped as an unk, but we do not care. This is tough. As the fight starts back up and Zeus hits a left, but he eats those and Charlie gets one right back as they proceed to go band for band, with Charlie controlling Atom like this 2K. But he gets backed up into a corner with Zeus continuing to pummel him, just for him to start getting tired, stumbling back like father like son, as Charlie gets straight to rage baiting, telling him to come on like this a damn anime. As they hit the turbo charge on Zeus, and he continues to cook Atom, but this was all a part of the plan. Even my cheating ass girl got onto it. Ain't no way. As Charlie Charlie uses the fact that Atom could take a hit to his advantage, and he eventually tires him out once again, hitting him with the meanest uppercut and starts to spam triangle, hitting straight heavy attack after heavy attack. Got the owner over here moving like he Thanos, taking over the controls and starts to control Zeus himself. As he hits a reverse on Atom, switching them around as he gets right back to cooking. And I know he ain't piloted a robot in years because the rust is showing. As he gets weaved and Charlie hits the cleanest Superman punch I've ever seen, putting him back into the corner as he gets right back to work. How we're violating the champ on live television, got Max looking at his pops, and for the first time he realizes he's not actually a bomb. And for the first time in history, he proceeds to knock Zeus out right down to the canvas. And Brody falling down straight slumps just for him to get back up and Atom to take a page out of his book. Ain't even allow him to fully get on his feet before he started violating him once again. And the combinations he was throwing were really insane. I'm talking body shot up.
Hey Parker, how you doing?
As he attempts to drop him again just for Zeus to be saved by the bell. And oh nah, relax dude. Take it easy, man. Cool bees, bro. But since they went all the rounds, we go to the judges' cards, and obviously Zeus ends up winning because he was straight bully whopping for 4 rounds straight. Off that first punch Atom hits, I'm counting this as a victim. To go up against the champ and go all 5 rounds, dropping him once is a feat in itself. And after such a humiliating match, the announcer gets
Eloy Room's goal on this end of the pitch. Offering whatever wishful thinking they can. And a free kick to Ecuador. First ball away, Vite beneath it.
BT beneath it.
The run out on for Curacao. No. Up to Franco. That is Bakuna. Shown yellow. Now you might think Bakuna has a yellow. That's his brother. They're both booked now.
Oh, number 10 and number 7.
Andrew got one in the first half, and now Juninho picks up one in the second.
Starting to look a bit tired now. Curacao a bit ragged. Poor decisions starting to creep in.
Castano. Aquila flick on. Tight angle. Let down for Plata.
What a decision. Has to go back across into the box, into the chaos. Find the bodies. Go for goal.
Bronco. Goes back to Yabal. Put that back stick out of the reach of his Stupinian. Will hold it in at the end line. Bronco.
Plata.
Plata. Step in from Fonville to get a piece.
Carry on. I think there if
Cave offside, maybe?
I think he's
Flag
given
went
a
up
goal
there at
kick.
the end.
I think he's given a goal kick. Fair, it looks like the right decision. It was just had that sharp intake of breath when Bonville went into the challenge, because I thought if you catch him here, you're in big, big trouble.
That's another yellow card. This one, Palmenencia. Third booked player for Curacao.
It's tightness, it's fatigue, leading decision making.
Out of halftime. Curacao advancing into the World Cup by a singular point over Jamaica. Finished it off with a 0-0 draw in Kingston. Their second World Cup match. And now pushing into the attacking half, a rarity. Bakuna.
Sean's got his hand up asking for a corner. Very much think that's more in hope than expectation. That's where Curacao had their moments, but in the vital time for me, they've got good numbers up, have made the wrong decisions.
You spoke in the first half to the lack of stability of this Curacao back line. Is it something they've improved in some way?
It does look a little bit better, but again, you just see Dari step out there. Ecuador are clever enough. You can exploit that more quickly. So, is there added stability? To a degree, yes. But I also think there's not been too much of an increase in tempo and recognition of the gaps by Ecuador either.
Valencia, that's an awkward header back. Picked up by Ecuador, and a corner for their trouble. Hunter was trying to turn that centrally. If he had, it was a real danger moment. Instead, a set piece. Casado steps over. His dad on the rickshaw, mom washed clothes. He's the youngest of 10. Youth coach Ivan Guerra saw him kicking a ball at a wall. He's the only one who believed in me. Guerra now leads Moises Caicedo Football School. Back in Ecuador. Caicedo serves. Header snapped out atop the 6. Turns it away. Back across the 6-yard box. And Curacao still very much alive. The run from Bakuna broken up. But he continues through. Bakuna on to Macadia. That's the most threatening moment of the match for Ecuador. Could it lead to the most threatening for Curacao yet? Fonville, an amateur 2 years ago, circulates back Floranis. Bakuna! The save, the first from Galindez. Spinning back in, Bakuna!
Oh my God!
Rodriguez, the final clearance. Galindez, 2 huge saves.
Well, we've waited for this game to burst into life, and my word, we've waited 60 minutes, but it was worth it. We've waxed lyrical about Ruben, how good he's been, and that Curacao goal. And Galindez is showing what a good goalkeeper he is as well in that passage of play.
At 39, now the eldest player to feature in a World Cup for Ecuador. He only debuted at 34. He's from Rosario in Argentina. The first goal he ever gave up as a 7-year-old was to one Lionel Messi. And they're playing just about 5 days apart in Kansas City at the World Cup, some 32 years later. Well, life is back in this stadium for sure. Pancho allows Galindez to pick it up and launch it forward. Enter Valencia. Punched away from the 36-year-old striker.
He's 36. Wow, he's a veteran.
Return by Plata. Opens the door for Ecuador. Valencia. His options. He goes it alone.
This gives moment for Curacao just to calm down. You see, got a bit excited, especially in that last attack. Obviously high on confidence from making Calindez make some saves, and they want to get bodies forward and they're working on that adrenaline, but just need to be careful they don't get caught out.
Dang.
It is easy to be swept in.
It's an intense game.
Yeah, of course it is. And sometimes that's what's needed. You want to ride high in those moments, but there always has to be the balance.
Pushed through by Vite. Fong wins it and charges ahead. Heath Chong. Nino Lacuna. As famous as the first goal against Germany was for Colmenencia, the winner against Ecuador will be the stuff of legend. Rodriguez the other way. Kevin Rodriguez. Rodriguez got the shot away. It does ripple the net, but it's off the backside. The crowd roared to life, thinking perhaps that was the moment.
YouTube.
One of the earlier saves. Again, it's relatively easy in his vicinity. There's so many bodies in front of him. And this when there's a little bit of chaos ensues. I think in the moment they're going to be history written again in this stadium. We saw it with Messi in his first World Cup hat-trick, and waiting for a big moment for Curacao there, but it wasn't to come.
It was here in Kansas City that Argentina opened their title defense. Messi tying Miroslav Klose, the World Cup scoring record on the men's side. Ecuador and Croatia now in the second of 4 group stage games to be played in this venue. 2 knockout stage games as well, including a quarterfinal. That will skitter out for a corner. Pressure on that man right now. Casese watches as Plata and Ecuador unfair defeat in their opener or not try and find their way through, much like Turkey. So many shots, nothing to show for it. Service across, header to the back post, nearly. Caicedo arriving, trying to knot it home.
What you can do about that?
Hydration break.
Right area. Just a touch. Tips it over his head and he can't react quickly enough. Hasn't got the elevation in the jump.
Padia the target. Touchback by Pacho. Germany's win over Cote d'Ivoire earlier today, sealing a place in the round of 32. Settled by Yeboah. Yeboah crafting the service. The header snapped out wrong again. Oh, he's got a cape on.
He has to be cursed, bro.
10 saves for Eloy Rome.
He has to be cursed. Or the goalie is too good.
Can't even believe it on the other end. 100 yards away. He thought, he believed that that was the breakthrough. We're watching something truly special. Much like the Honduras match in the 2019 Gold Cup when he amassed 13 saves. But this stage, so much bigger. The corner for Ecuador. Down, Rome again. Atop the six, not gonna block. Tear down again. Rome is there.
That's
And even doesn't save
this is unbelievable. That guy saved the ball 4 times
Must be
there.
thinking, what have we got to do to beat this man? That's the else in the box because the angle's so acute. And take nothing away from the save, but there's no teammate there. And I think if there was, it's potentially a bit of a different story.
Incredible, guys.
Tim Howard, 16 saves in 2014, the World Cup record.
YouTube!
Could get there.
Bro, the game is insane. Cool, you came such a good time.
Put up a similar performance to this and became a worldwide celebrity in the process. Acadia, won back by Ecuador. The approval of the vast majority of the crowd here in Kansas City. Brought down toward frame.
Oh my god.
Out to Chong.
0-0, 0-0.
Wins a free kick.
Roon, rightly so, will get all the plaudits today.
Come on, son.
But I think Chong has been excellent in his ball carrying. But let's have a look at the goalkeeper. Bats one away there. Reaction save. I think it's Floranis in there, wasn't it, that makes one of the blocks, and then the relief that man must have had when that ball flies into his midriff.
No one deserves a hydration break more than him.
Goalie went higher, bro. Damn, Ecuador. You need to apply that pressure a little better. I wonder how many goals a shot Ecuador has this game. Close to 10, if not more.
Could Curacao do that? Could they possibly do more? The Queen of the Netherlands, enthralled. Former Netherlands Antilles. Looking on. Nilson Angulo enters in. The 18 million pound man to Sunderland in February. Over from Anderlecht. Second substitute for Ecuador.
Okay. We got a Premier League boy, you know what I'm saying? My boy might just do that work.
Panther tattooed on his left forearm. He was out of contract at PSV. Went into that tournament unattached. He called it a bet on himself. He was speaking with Zach Steffen on and off, then the goalkeeper in Columbus. Steffen makes the move to Europe in that window, and his replacement, unbeknownst to them both, would end up being Eloy Room.
It's right with the football, isn't it? Comes up with these incredible stories, sliding doors, moments, and who knows what these moments in this game could mean for, yes, Ecuador, but some of these Curacao players as well.
Ecuador out of the break. Stabbed away by Brennan. Palmenencia. All one, Vite in, Plata. Contact atop the 18. Referee allows play to continue. Chong gets by Caicedo. That's filthy. That's the potential of Tahith Chong. And now off the back shoulder of Pacho, who successfully wins it back.
What I'll say about the referee today is he's been consistent. He's tried to let this game flow much as possible. Barely mentioned him, which is always, I think, a good thing when it comes to the officials.
Ning in his Central officiating World Cup debut. Hit from distance.
What a shot.
13 saves and the first on the new substitute Angulo. 3 away from Tim Howard's record against Belgium a dozen years back. Slaloming into the penalty area, turned away briefly by Brennan to the top of the 18 now. Squared off. Yeboah.
I was about to say, probably rather not make too many more saves. He'd rather his defence help him out a little bit, but they have on that occasion. Floranus getting himself.
That was a crazy reflex. Holy dang.
It was a national holiday when they qualified. Can you imagine what it's going to be like in Curacao tonight, tomorrow? They take something out of this match.
Hey, let's join the party with those guys in blue down there, if that's the case.
They have the best seat in the house. Watch Eloy Rome put on a truly historic performance. Will he be called upon again? John Yeboah. Yeboah, the header is above the bar. It's an unmarked header for exactly the man you'd hope would see it. Capier above the bar.
It's difficult. Slightly behind him, but still. I think you're expecting him to hit the target there. I really do. Unmarked in the end. Gari, for some reason, can't get anywhere near him and should be hitting the target in Capier.
I feel like everybody is aiming at the goalie. Everybody's aiming at the goalie.
Now his brother takes over. Juninho Bacuna. Bacuna! Oh, one big part of that from Galindez.
I think that takes a massive deflection, Mike. He does well to get to that.
And now it is Kevin Rodriguez being brought down. That comes with a yellow card. And Gary is booked. Gary, Palmenencia, and the Bacuna brothers, 4 yellow cards to Curacao now.
Looks like at least one of them is leaving the field.
That's it for Juninho Bacuna. That is Kenji Gore, whose father is the former Surinamese head coach. His mom is from Curacao, a former Real Housewife. If you're into that kind of thing. Gore, key goals in qualifying against Jamaica, Trinidad, and Tobago. It's a triple sub in the end. Not too long ago, you were saying there were certainly some tired.
Yo, you're taking out the best player. You're insane.
This change gives them a chance after the hydration break with 15 minutes to go to insert much needed. Fatigueless legs.
I must say, really surprised that Chong's being brought off because of the ability to carry the ball and Curacao.
Bro, even the commentators are saying it. Now they're losing.
Kept in for Ecuador. And Palmenencia got a piece. Also brought on Roshan Van Ima. All lofted through.
Hey, ref, you might have to check that, ref.
That should come with a penalty. Player still down, and it's Gore leading it. Crowd here still would like to have him take another look. Sprayed into space. And Gulo collects. Vite and Gulo. Vite provides the overlap. And the service across toward Valencia. Right at run. 14 saves. The most recent on number 13, Valencia, the all-time scorer for Ecuador. That's the contact in the box.
Not enough. We've seen that the bar in this World Cup is very high. Not all contact in the box is a penalty.
Tell that to the crowd.
I mean, they're outnumbering me a lot, so I'll keep myself quiet.
This can't be good for Nick Advocat's heart. 78 years, 264 days young.
No, come on.
Led the Dutch to the 94 World Cup here in the U.S. Led South Korea to the 06 World Cup. Stepped away as his daughter dealt with a health issue. Returned 2 months later to bring Curacao to this point. Caicedo. The hold up, the sweeping leg. Gore swung down. It remains with Ecuador. Franco, Caicedo. Pacho.
Hey, ref.
Ultimately fell part of its own volition from Angulo.
I think that's right. I think he's expecting the contact, and it doesn't come, and he's already on his way down. And really good refereeing. Of course, the Ecuador fans don't agree with me.
This is one of many complaints they'll nail to the door. The return, hit toward frame room. Yet another save. 15, one off the World Cup record. Can he get it here? Can Ecuador find their goal? Sliding challenge, Valencia pushes
10 minutes
over the line.
plus added time.
He's not happy, and rightly so. Because as I mentioned earlier, he won't want to be making all these saves. He will want his defenders to help him out more than they have been doing and get out to that ball more quickly.
Will Ecuador be thwarted again? Furling ball across. Deflects, and room was coming, but I'm not sure he was going to arrive nearly in time, and so it's a smart header away by Gari. Ecuador already set for another corner. Didn't clear the first defender. Plata. Another one. Oh. Decision's been changed.
Like the semi-automated offside is working. Strike from Vite. Struck with venom. Straight out room. shots from the Kuna, and as I thought, did take a deflection on the way through it.
Damn, what a way to parry that.
Glindes to keep it out, but it doesn't matter as long as you do.
Everything but a goal tonight. The fans have gotten their money's worth. Angulo circulates up to Vite. This is Caicedo. Ecuador's World Cup could be riding on these next 10 minutes. Yeboah curling over the top, too far for Inter Valencia. It took Lionel Messi 20 years to break the World Cup scoring mark. It is quite nearly one shining day in the sun for Eloy Room 5 days later in the same venue that he breaks the single game save mark at the World Cup. There is an injured player at halfway.
There's a lot of players of a Curacao description that are out on the feet. Dari there, another one, he was just on his haunches speaking to room, and it's been a monumental effort for some of these players. Got to try and see if they can hold on a little bit longer.
Preciado on. Score of no goals. The international level in 57 caps. Didn't have a single goal contribution in World Cup qualifying. Places Franco. Double change, the last two for Curacao. They've brought on Margarita, Gore, and Van Eyma. Castaner. And Romerato come in. And these are the 11 that'll try and seal the most famous point or more in Curacao history. That's it for Lacadia. Colemenencia takes leave as well. Messenger led in World Cup qualifying goals for Curacao, 5 in 6 games, albeit 3 against St. Lucia in a June 25 qualifier. Features in Malaysia. The step for Caicedo, Vite. Slipped ahead, here's the chance, it's wide! It's wide from Valencia!
How has he missed it? Is it wonderful defending to put him off? Get a better look on the replay. No, I was trying to give him the benefit of the doubt. Maybe it is, maybe it's a touch.
Did Brennan get a piece?
From Brennan, I think he just got a touch on it. Great recovery because he was the one that got caught initially.
What was your prediction yesterday? That was a corner. What the hell?
And Capier, what an incredible match this was. On paper, you might think of the 4 group stage matches that had the least zest in Kansas City. That could not be further from the truth. God love this tournament. And the minnow of all minnows. We've taken this to 85 minutes on level terms.
I mean, how do you get that in a suitcase, that outfit?
Oh, Jesus. Hold up. I thought you guys were watching the game.
For sure. Gives a half-hearted chase back. Pacho over to Galindez.
Encounters? No, I think it's 183. I started at 800. Shooter, I wish.
Curacao faithful may believe they're actually witnessing a miracle right now. Ecuador's nightmare is Curaçao's dream.
Indeed.
Yeboah, Vite. Calling for it, the width, Preciado. positive step, but didn't win the ball. Yeboah back to Preciado. Preciado the cross.
Why there was nobody there?
Bakuna. At what point does Curacao look at this and say, park the bus?
I think they've already got past that point. They're on the precipice of something.
One second, guys.
Extraordinary. You can see in the moment there's a little bit of panic setting in. It's anywhere will do. They won't go forward to try and win this game. I don't think now. It's just a case of trying to defend for their lives.
It's good win the ball by Gerald Margarita, who played in the U.S. at Phoenix Rising in USL. Made the move over to Belgium, where he just earned a promotion into the first division for an unbeaten second division season at Beveren. Referee saw nothing wrong with that. Rita trying to break it free. He's not the only one.
Just looking at the time, and I'm thinking, how are those Curacao fans down there? How are they feeling? They must be feeling everything, excitement, but fear of what could happen. They must be so nervous, but so in love with this team at the same time.
So many Ecuadorian fans standing, arms crossed. They don't quite know what they're watching right now. Their hearts were broken against Cote d'Ivoire around this moment in the first match day of the group stage.
And that board goes up with the added time. Both sets of fans are going to be watching with bated breath, there's no doubt.
Over toward Preciado. Play by Floranis. Can't do any more with it. Jordi Caicedo. Only 58 minutes in World Cup qualifying. His first appearance at the World Cup. Replaces Yeboah. Time is fleeting. Moises Caicedo off the turn. Swung out to Preciado. Hanging that across, hit the woodwork. That is the fourth time in this World Cup that Ecuador has hit the woodwork, and they still don't have a goal.
He didn't mean it. That's a cross all day long. And for a fleeting moment, he thought he was going to be the hero of the story. That's trying to find Jordi Caicedo. That's trying to find his teammates. His mishit. There's a sigh of relief from every Curacao fan behind that goal.
So Ecuador, it's out of the World Cup with this.
Plata across. Could have gone alone. Instead, deflects out for a corner.
Bispo, he doesn't know much about that, does he? Could have quite easily landed in the back of his own net. 5 minutes has gone.
That's it.
CK Kawadawa for that brief moment, most famous man in Kansas City. 5 added minutes indeed. Eloy Roma's made 15 saves. Does he need to make another? Gonzalo Plata, the service. Where he couldn't clear it any further. Came back into an onside position. Plata. The recycled ball.
That was
Done by Moises Caicedo to win possession. And that is wholly unnecessary. Castaner picks up what he'll consider to be a very worthwhile.
Ecuador, you falling low. You need a goal, baby.
Ecuador does have a win in each of their 4 previous World Cup appearances. They finished with Germany, trying to avoid going into that final group stage in imminent danger. Caicedo. Did escape the end line.
Both are losing. This is the worst result for both of them.
That's the Schross. It would have gone into the dubious goals Hall of Fame.
I'm not sure why he didn't shoot here. He should have shot. He should have just shot. Take his shot.
Work in front of Eloy Room.
If he would have taken that shot.
Magic moment.
Oh my god, imagine this. Imagine this now.
Gore sprung it across, cast in air.
Swing on it. It's the right idea. There's far too much pace on the ball into his teammate, and now it's a long jog back to get back in to defend, to make sure defend this point. Their life.
If the tie happens, nobody's sleeping in Curacao. Everybody's partying all night. First falling ever done in a World Cup.
Within this group, Germany, a stoppage time winner already today. There have been 2 thus far in this World Cup. Takes a big bounce. Margarita running back. Pacho has to put it into the stands. Only 2 minutes of added time remain. Yesterday, Curacao, their manager, said, let's be proud we made it.
Give it 2 minutes. You could be proud of a point.
On it back to Galindez. We're nearing that fateful time. Only 90 seconds remain. Saves by Eloy Room. Preciado. Caicedo pops this up. That did stay in. Curling inside, contact in the box, no whistle.
Nah, ref.
Allow VAR to have a look. It continues. Into the box once more. The ball across. Nearly deflected toward goal by the defender.
They're living dangerously. I'm nervous for them. And I'm not even a Curacao fan. Nothing to do with their heritage, their history. But my word, this game has had me on the edge of my seat. Truly has been wonderful to be a part of.
Is this it? And the referee, in concert with the VAR, Funding, holding play, a VAR check. Nope. No penalty. Check over, quick restart. Ball lifted across. It's away.
Now I think
A bowler in the sea has a point at the World Cup. Curacao is shocked. Ecuador
Gonzalo Plata is crying. You know they got eliminated. Crazy. YouTube. Damn, I don't know when is the next game. Whether is the next 12. We can drive for a little bit. A little bit, chat.
I bet. So the movie opens up and we see Deckard Shaw, played by Jason Statham, visiting his brother Owen, who looks like Two-Face right now. And he promises to spin the block for his little brother. He's then walking out the hospital and we see what this nigga did to the building. Yes, one man, one person.
All right, twin.
Did this shit. I don't even think Captain America could do this, and he has superpowers. This nigga's like the bald Grim Reaper, bro. What the hell? We then cut to Hobbs chopping it up at the office with Brazilian fine shit, giving her a letter of recommendation. And when Hobbs goes back into the building, he sees Shaw in his office hacking in his computer. He goes to look for his phone, but he don't got it on him. He's lacking right now. And Shaw's just typing in his computer, trying to find the team that crippled his little brother. But Hobbs says, nah, ain't no team. I did that shit. Pussy and what? Shaw then kicks the table up and leaps over it, kicking Hobbs through the glass, landing a three-piece combo. Then Hobbs parries and lands a two-piece into an uppercut, sending this nigga flying. So these two are going at it right now, trading blows left and right, until Shaw spears him through a table. And just look at bro's face, bro. He must got shattered glass in his butt crack. Hobbs then throws two punches, but Shaw is the next coming of Bruce Lee or some shit, because he puts this man in a combo of death. I deadass think he hit his ass like 10 times in a 3-second time frame. Like, come on, bro. Fight back, bro. Please. He's
YouTube.
your ass right now. And you can see the exact moment his steroids kicked in like Bane's Venom juice.
Lock
because
10.
he lands a forehand and a backhand, the same way Joker did Jason. And it's a headbutt, stunning Shaw. Rock then gets the upper hand, making their foreheads kiss, and lands a rock bottom through the table. Rock then thinks the fight is over because once you hit your finisher, that's it. Or at least that's how it's supposed to be. Nah, gang, this ain't WWE, bro. Because Shaw no-sells the rock bottom and slices him up with a piece of the glass. Then yanking a light fixture from the ceiling, smacking him and putting him on his ass. Fine shit comes out of nowhere to save the day, but Shaw throws a hockey puck bomb thing, blowing up the office, sending Rock and Fine shit flying out the building onto a car. Now, Rock is practically paralyzed right now, or at least he should be. And just look at him. His spine has to be cooked beyond repair. You didn't see Dom, who gets a call from Shaw, who just slimed up my dog, and Shaw sets off a bomb disguised as the
My brother, life is great. Life is great. Thank you so much for being considerate and asking. I appreciate you, bro. What about you? How's everything?
Even Amazon Prime a fucking bomb. That's how you know Jeff Bezos don't give a damn about his company. He's letting people Amazon Prime bomb, same day shipping. Dom pays a visit to Hobbs in the hospital, and we get the backstory on how Shaw became the British Grim Reaper. He's apparently like 10 times worse than his little brother, so this should be fun. Brian and Mia go with the baby to DR with Romeo Santos to keep them safe, and Mia tells Brian, After this job, no more of this fucking spy shit. So they end up holding a funeral for Han, you know what I'm saying? R.I.P. to bro. We gonna pour up some sake for you, gang. And like death from Puss in Boots: The Last Wish, this nigga is stalking the family at Han's funeral. So Dom's spidey senses start kicking in, and he locks in on this random Maserati at the graveyard, and instantly hops in the whip to chase it. Now you got two supercharged engines driving at fast as hell miles per hour through a graveyard, because of course I'm telling y'all, these niggas will race anywhere if you let them. Dom and Shaw are cutting up in traffic right now, and not a single cop is in sight. I guess they just took the day off or some shit. I don't know. Or maybe they just realized whenever you see that black Mustang or Charlie, whatever the hell Dom drives, you just leave him alone. Because anybody who goes after Dom in these movies just ends up turning into meat shield. Leave him alone. Because trying to arrest this nigga is not worth the baggage it comes with. Because once I arrest him, now I'm dealing with the FBI, I'm dealing with the cartel, I'm dealing with a whole bunch of shit that I just don't need in my life. We then see Dom and Shaw playing a game of chicken, except for the fact that nobody was the chicken. They just end up crashing into each other. So Dom takes
What about you, Maniac? Tell me how's your day going? How's everything?
In the 2000s or some shit. And Shaw ups a goddamn Uzi on. Talking about, you thought this was a street fight? And shit, I can't even be mad at him. I ain't gonna lie. If I had a gun and a nigga wanted to fight me, I'd up it on him too. I ain't about to tussle with your big ass. I bought this Switch for a reason. I've been itching to let this shit fly, bro. You about to catch these. And then out of nowhere, these FBI soldiers pop up saving Dom, and we then see Mr. Stronghold. What? We see Will Stronghold's dad from another timeline, and he's working with Hobbs to get Shaw. He wants Dom and his team to go get this person named Ramsey, who made this thing called God's Eye, which is basically a tracking device on steroids. Anything with a camera or a mic on it can be hacked into and used for whatever the user desires. So if Dom gets the God's Eye, then the FBI man here will let Dom use it to get Shaw. So Dom and the team cook up this master plan, which involves driving off a fucking plane. Like they're oh my god, I can't even fathom what is happening right now. Like there's no way this was the only plan they came up with, bro. Yeah, fuck that shit. Hell no, I would have sat this mission out. They somehow successfully free fall out of the sky like nothing, bro. Like it's a regular Tuesday in the Fast and the Furious world. Yep. And they use this bulletproof Jeep to take out the goons' cars like nothing, bro. I swear to God, you would have thought this was the easiest mission of a lifetime. Until these niggas deploy 3 sentry guns on each side. And you wanna know what's even crazier than 3 sentry guns on each side? 6 total? You wanna know what's crazier than that? The team survives getting shot 1 billion times and blows the door off this bus, killing Buddy right here. Brian then pops out the car, then leaps into the bus, monkey flipping 1 grunt, piecing up 2 others, and 1 tapping 2 more. Who is this nigga feeling like, bro? Who is Brian O'Connor feeling like? I understand he's an ex-FBI agent. If somebody's gonna be doing this shit, it's going to be him. But I'm telling you, this man is moving like goddamn Captain America. Like he dead-ass solo squatted these niggas in a New York-sized apartment. Bro, how? There's like 3 feet of room. So he gets to Ramsey and he takes off the little bag.
A New York-sized apartment.
Beautiful, curly-headed queen. But hold on just a minute, y'all. I know what you're gonna say. I know she looked crazy, but you're gonna see later on in the movie just how good Ramsey looks. So Brian throws her on top of Dom's car to escape when out of nowhere, the British Grim Reaper rears his bald-ass head. He has the biggest hate boner for Dom and his family because he's crashing into Dom over and over. Meanwhile, Brian has to fight the next coming of Liu Kang. Lord, did I just see a double knee? Yo, what the hell is happening? Brian is trying his very best to not get his ass whooped. But then this man casually just pulls out a flipping heel kick. Like, excuse me? Did I see that shit correctly? A front flip that turns into a heel kick? It is crazy. This is the kind of person you shoot. You just shoot him. You just shoot him. Lick on his ass. You do not fight a nigga like this in real life. You just don't. Cause someone like this doesn't just hurt you physically. He hurts you mentally, bro. He bruises the shit out of your ego. They end up fighting over a gun, and bro shoots the bus driver. So yeah, everybody here is ultra fried. The bus is swerving side to side, looking like me off some cutwaters, and then it falls on its side and is about to slide off a mountain. Liu Kang Jr. somehow manages to escape because of course he does. And then Brian just defies the laws of gravity, if I'm being honest. Like he manages to pull himself off while this bus is falling off the edge. Now he's running.
There's some dishes and some dishes and some oatmeal cookies. Man, I love oatmeal cookies, dude.
I would have
You gotta send me some,
shit
bro.
myself several times if this happened to me. While that was going on, Dom managed to delete a bunch of bad guys, with this one getting the worst of. Oh yeah, he was able to lose Shaw, so that's good too. But now he's in a little bit of a pickle because he's cornered into the edge of a cliff with multiple guns pointed at him. So what does Dominic Toretto do in this situation? Yeah, he drives off the cliff, tumbling the entire way down. And then guess what he looks like when he gets out the car? Perfectly fine. Maybe a little bit of dirt on his body, but not a single drop of blood from his body. So everyone magically survived, you know what I'm saying? Zero blood loss at all. Maybe a few scratches at the most, since they want to be a tiny bit realistic. And we then learned that Ramsey mailed God's Eye to a friend in Abu Dhabi. We arrive in Abu Dhabi now, and we see oh my bro, Diablo mani. We see Ramsey sexy ass walking up the water, and I can't even contain myself. I ain't gonna lie, I dead ass almost licked all three of my brand new monitors. And I'm gonna say a bold statement right here, right now. Ramsey might actually be the baddest bitch in the whole franchise. Oh my god! Oh yeah, she Dominican, alright. She Dominican for sure. Turns out Ramsey's friend sold a drive to a
We are sexy from birth, chat. You feel me? But do you feel me, chat? Yes, sir.
billionaire prince who wanted to use it for a bar. So the crew comes up with his plan to sneak into his party with a bunch of gold-painted women and T-Pain as the DJ. What the hell? I did not expect to see T-Pain in a Fast and Furious movie. Dom and Brian finesse their way into the secret room with the car, and this shit's like a Lamborghini on rock cocaine. And then Dom just lifts the car up like nothing, bro. It's like he's deadlifting like 50 pounds. Letty then gets caught sneaking around by Ronda Rousey and some guards. So Letty beats up the lady guards pretty easily. It wasn't even really a challenge. And now it's time for the boss fight. She got to run to ones with prime Ronda Rousey. And off the rip, she hits Letty with a superwoman punch, laying her ass out. But Letty comes up quick with the 1-2, but that doesn't faze Ronda at all. Like, she gets hit with a glass base after this, and she still puts Letty on her shoulders, giving her an attitude adjustment into the other room. Now they continue to go back and forth, taking turns whooping each other's ass. And as soon as Ronda put her in the triangle and started elbowing her head, I thought it was GG's. I thought Letty was about to die for a second time in this franchise. But Letty shanks her and they continue fighting into the hallway. And I mean, these ladies are throwing haymakers, bro. Heavy ass.
While they're battling in heels.
An uppercut, Ronda with a back fist, even fighting over the railing and falling onto T-Pain's setup. Then Shaw shows up to the party dressed in all black, of course. Dom and Brian are cutting it real close, so they decide instead of finding the chick, the best thing to do is drive the car out the building into another one. Gang, bro, they taking a page out of Osama bin Laden's book. I remember seeing this shit in the theater when I was like 13. I was like, yo, I've seen this before. This looks very familiar. Hey, shout out New York. Oh yeah, turns out the car has no brakes. So Dom decides to one-up Osama bin Laden and drive the car through another building and barely manages to get out of the car, avoiding death. This is a $3.4 million car, by the way. This shit about to be the most expensive thing in a junkyard, bro. I bet you that much. They end up getting God's Eye, completing the mission, and Ramsey finds Shaw's location in like 20 seconds, which is insane. Like, bro, how do you even make this kind of device? So
What anime you're watching? Currently none. No animes currently.
He's just casually eating dinner with some
I was thinking about watching Samurai Champloo, but been watching the World Cup.
So nonchalant because he has the task force from the bus scene on his side. So we went from catching him lacking eating dinner to a Black Ops 7 hardpoint match. How the turntables. My son, Mr. Stronghold, puts on the shades and activates night vision on them hoes and takes out like 20 niggas. You know what I'm saying? My son going crazy right now. He going stupid until he gets shot. And Shaw and him end up getting the upper hand, forcing Dom and Brian to leave the scene without God's Eye. So let me get this straight, right? So all y'all mans is dead. The head honcho of the operation got shot. And you just gave the GPS on steroids to the ops. Oh yeah, and Shaw's still alive. And he has backup. He has a teammate now.
It's a good anime.
It's
really good.
Pretty piss poor performance. Fast forward a little bit, and it is a complete shit show right now. The crew got tracked by God's Eye to LA, and Brian's being followed by a Predator missile thing. It's basically Brian and the rest of the crew versus the Somalian Lex Luthor. And for the main event, we got Dom versus Shaw. Evil Somali man fires a missile at Brian's car, but him and Roman do the cleanest handoff I've ever seen to distract them. So this ends up working for a little bit, but evil Somali man figures out their plan and shoots down the tower, stopping Ramsey from hacking God's Eye. So The Rock sees this in his hospital bed and decides he's got to join the fight. Mind you, he's in a hospital with a million different injuries right now, and somehow breaks a cast clean off his...
Dude, this man just ripped off the casket like if it was a joke.
arm with that same broken arm. Bro, whatever, bro. Fuck it, I ain't gonna play. I ain't gonna play because that was kind of cool. So after Dom and Shaw take turns revving their car over and over for aura points, they finally crash into each other and decide they want to fight like fucking gladiators. What in the goddamn Avengers is this shit, bro? A fucking Puerto Rican mechanic from LA is going toe-to-toe with a British mercenary right now. I don't know how somebody comes up with this in like a creative meeting. I really don't know. Dom whips an attack and Spartan kicks Shaw into a light post and tries to destroy his face. Jesus
Don't be.
Christ, look at what
It's
he
a
did to
wonderful
the
anime.
concrete.
If you don't want to see the fillers, which are not many, just go to One Piece.
But it doesn't work and gets
Brother, that anime is really. Hunter x Hunter could be better if they animated, of course, but One Piece takes the cake.
One of the funniest things.
And my heart Bleach is the best anime though.
So Brian's in charge of fixing the connection for the Wi-Fi or whatever so they can continue hacking God's Eye. When out of nowhere, Liu Kang reappears and hits Brian with a double Robin knee through a door that slides down multiple flights of stairs. Who's pitching this idea for the script, bro? I need to have a conversation with this individual, bro. Like, I've truly never seen this in my life, bro. I'm truly amazed. Brian then reconnects to Wi-Fi. Shitty ass Spectrum could not relate. And Ramsey hacks God's Eye, getting it back from Somalian Lex Luthor. We come back to Dom and he's slamming Shaw into a windshield like it's nothing, and they get to throwing a hole. Now you're like, they're going crazy. Shaw is whooping his goddamn ass until his Puerto Rican genes start to kick in, and he instantly slams Shaw and lands a phenomenal forearm to his spine and ends up eating a pipe to the face. And finally, this nigga is bleeding. He's taken multiple bullets, punches, bombs, even car crashes that would kill people on impact. But this, a metal pipe to the face, is what draws some blood. Wow, even the white long sleeve is dirty. Okay, they're going for a little bit of realism now. Okay, I like it. Little did I know.
Power of family.
Too soon, way too soon. Because Somalian Lex Luthor fired a missile at the parking garage, and Dominic Toretto turns into a fucking earthbender, stomping a hole in that shit. But wait, y'all, there's more. The parking garage is falling apart, so Dom drives up a makeshift ramp, almost into a helicopter, and plants a bag full of grenades on that shit, throwing the lob to Hobbs. Now, Dom ends up crashing, you know, than Doc Hudson style, and actually dies for like 30 seconds, I think, but the power of family brings him back to life. So Shaw ends up getting locked up in a maximum security prison. Got this nigga looking like Tai Lung, and now it's time for all of us to cry again. We then get a compilation of Brian throughout all the movies, and See You Again starts playing, and then the cars, man, the cars fucking split, going in separate directions. Brian riding off into the sunset on his way to heaven, and Dom on his way to milk this franchise for another 4 movies. But yeah, that's the video, y'all. Hope you enjoy.
Dom really got us believing in the power of family.
Is working with the evil white lady from Earth, and her name is Cypher. She's like an untraceable hacker demon or some shit. I don't know, whatever. Just know she's OP, and their new mission is to track Dom down. But don't worry, y'all. They have the help of Deckard Shaw now, so it shouldn't be too hard. He did send a live bomb to his house from fucking Tokyo, so it's not too much of a down. If anything, it's like a lateral move, if I'm being real. So they use God's Eye to track Dom down, but it's showing hella false pings. So Tej and Ramsey sexy ass do some nerdy tech work to find his exact location. And turns out Dom is in the building. A big ass explosion goes off, and him and evil Snow Bunny lady walk into the spot and take God's Eye. Letty starts yelling at him, talking about you're really gonna turn your back on family. And this bitch Cypher has the balls, that absolute gall, to tongue down Dom in front of her. Nah, no.
Gee.
Nah, lady.
And reap the goat.
Come on now, bro. That was crazy. You gotta get back. You cannot let this shit slide, gang. For all my people of color, especially my women watching this. First of all, shout out to like the 20 of y'all that are here. First off, like I appreciate the support. Second, my ladies of color, imagine your man that you've been with for 20 with, you know what I'm saying? They know peace. Like it's a goddamn
what the hell?
Lego. He's taking crap he calls a car is picking. And shit, if it was me, I would have let him take the
How
car.
did this
That
shit
was
start
dope.
halfway, bro?
I bet. So the movie opens up and we in Cuba with, and off the bat, we already got some tomfoolery going on. Apparently Dom's cousin owes this guy money and he can't pay him back for whatever reason, so he's taking this heaping load of crap he calls a car as payment. And shit, if it was me, I would have let him take the car. That shit look bogus as hell. Lost all this color, that thing is brown. Now Dom and random Cuban guy go back and forth, and Dom challenges him to a race and puts his nice ass car on the line. We then learn that Buddy in the Hat has the fastest car in the entire island. Dom is not worried about that whatsoever. Remember, y'all, it's about the driver, not the car. So bro's like, bet, go ahead and use the shitbox. So now Dom has to race the fastest nigga on the island with the shittiest car on the island. Just watch how this nigga wins, bro. It's gonna be funny as hell. So Dom starts breaking the car piece by piece like it's a goddamn Lego. He's taking all kinds of slap some nozzle. And this car is so bad. It is so goddamn bad that mid-race, it catches on fire. And I swear to God, Dom had to have seen how my son Nader was moving in the Cars franchise. Because he turns this car around and drives backwards to win the race. Get the fuck out of here, man. Ain't no goddamn way. We are 10 minutes into this movie and we're already starting with the super Dom stuff. Now, since Miguel's goofy ass lost his race, he has to give Dom his car. That's the rules. But my glorious Puerto Rican king allows this Cuban to keep his car. And my son is basically in tears. He can't believe his eyes right now. And since Dom is the bald version of
YouTube.
Robin Hood, he gives his cousin his whip, you know what I'm saying? Because he wrecked his in the race and whatnot. So yeah, it's the next day and Dom is walking the beautiful streets of Cuba, you know what I'm saying? Just a regular day when he sees a snow bunny in distress. Shorty's having car trouble, so he stops to help. That's just the kind of guy Dom is. But him being a good Samaritan backfires because it was a trap. This evil snow queen with the worst dreads I'd ever seen in my entire life. Actually, I don't know if these are dreads. Let me know. Anyways, this bitch wants Dom to work for her.
Just not about
She
it.
blackmails him into it. This evil white woman wants to break up his family because
Homemade
of
Nas.
it's
That was
coded
crazy.
in her DNA. It's almost second nature. So now Dom has to turn his back on his family in order to help her get what she wants. The Rock is over here coaching his daughter's soccer team when this government agent guy comes over and says, "We need you for a job." Now, of course, because movie, Hobbs takes the job, and now it's time to assemble a team. Y'all know the drill at this point. This is the fourth video on this movie.
The fourth
It's the
video.
same shit over and over. We cut to them doing their job in Berlin, you know what I'm saying? Typical shit. And they wipe out all these people with a goddamn wrecking ball. And they get away with this EMP thing. I don't know. It looks like a bomb, but they say it's an EMP. So whatever. Dom and Hobbs are driving away after a successful mission. And this nigga Dom just crashes into his whip like out of nowhere for no reason at all. And he snatches the EMP and drives off. Ladies and gentlemen, Dominic Toretto just snaked his entire family and went. Now, since Hobbs basically failed the mission, he's now got to go to jail. Hopefully, it's some kind of super jail because Hobbs is basically the Brown Hulk in this universe. And even me saying that might be an understatement. Some of the shit he's done in this franchise so far is just mind-boggling. They offer him a deal, but he doesn't take it because he doesn't want to be labeled as a criminal. So he goes to prison with him. Oh yeah, and if you're wondering why he's walking around with no cuffs like he owns the place, it's because he fucking broke them like they were a string tied around his wrist. He then runs into Shaw because he's in the same prison, and Hobbs ends up being in the cell right in front of him.
Bro, my man put half of the love in prison.
My dog Hobbs is not doing good in prison, bro. He is not doing well whatsoever. He's practically losing his mind because he's punching this wall like he's fucking Donkey Kong or some shit. Like, what are you doing? Bro, what is this gonna achieve? You're going to break your hands. Stop it. Magically, all the cells start opening up and we get a prison riot happen. Imagine this shit being your first day on the job. Nah, I would have instantly ran for the exit and took my ass home and never came back. Shaw is whooping everybody's ass, even smacking niggas with their own weapons. Then Rock just basically kills this guy right here, cracking his neck on the door. Now he's chasing Shaw because he doesn't want him getting up.
Yo. Why did he say homeboy flying like that? That shit was mean, bro. That was mean, bro. Yo. He did homeboy extra dirty.
He's chasing Shaw because he doesn't want him getting out of prison. And shit, I don't blame him. Just look at what bro is capable of. Stay on the job. Nah, bro, I shit my pants. I would have instantly ran for the exit, took my ass home, and never came back. Shaw is beating everybody's ass. Even
Shit.
own weapons. Then Rock just basically kills this guy right here, cracking his neck on the door. And now he's chasing Shaw because he doesn't want him getting out of prison. And shit, I don't blame him. Just look at what bro is capable of. He just made this grown-ass man look like Simone Biles doing gymnastics. All he did was hit him once. He goes spinning like a Beyblade. Then we got Rock literally tanking bullets, bro. He's walking people down. He's doing crazy as hell. Buddy right here is hitting the St. Brown touchdown side. I'm weak as hell. Then for the cherry on top, Rock headbutts this guy with a riot gear helmet on and feels nothing. He doesn't so much as wince in pain. Like genuinely, this nigga's not okay. This man is a superhuman. And to prove my point correctly, we see 3 guys going flying. Like Jesus Christ, this man Hobbs
And bopping.
both end up getting out of prison. And Mr. Nobody is happy as hell because he got 2 Hokage level demons ready to work for him. The whole family links up and Mr. Nobody tells him that Dom is working with the evil white lady from Earth, and her name is Cypher. She's like an untraceable hacker demon or some shit. I don't know, whatever. Just know she's OP, and their new mission is to track Dom down. But don't worry, y'all. They have the help of Deckard Shaw now, so it shouldn't be too hard. He did send a live bomb to his house from fucking Tokyo.
There you go.
So it's not too much of a down. If anything, it's like a lateral move if I'm being real. So they use God's Eye to track Dom down, but it's showing hella false speeds. So Tejan Ramsey sends he has to do some nerdy tech work to find his exact location. And turns out Dom is in the building. A big ass explosion goes off, and him and evil Snow Bunny lady walk into the spot and take God's Eye. Letty starts yelling at him, talking about, "You're really gonna turn your back on family?" And this bitch Cypher has the balls, that absolute gall, to tongue down Dom in front of her. Nah, no way, nah, Letty, come on now, bro. That was crazy. You gotta get back. You cannot let this shit slide, gang. For all my people of color, especially my women watching this, first of all, shout out to like the 20 of y'all that are here. First off, I appreciate the support. Second, my ladies of color, imagine your man, you've been 20 years, leaves you for a white woman. Ooh, I know that shit would not go over well with y'all. Shit, don't let this get on Twitter. They would have been calling my man Doms all kinds of names. Dr. Umar would have had a field day with him. We didn't find out that Cypher is holding Brazilian fine shit hostage. They got my shit locked up now. I'm 6 months now. And I'm not gonna lie, I understand it now, Dom. I'll do the same shit for her sexy ass. I can't even blame you. Then she drops this bomb on all of us, talking about now Cypher has all 3 of us. 3? My baby, I only see 2 of y'all on the screen. And then we find out there is a fucking baby. Oh my god, Dom was shooting the club up. This movie keeps one-upping itself. Oh my god, bro. My son Dom is just like me for real. He love a little pie. Oh my god. Yo, Dom, you slimy little dog. Oh my god. So anyway, Shaw finds out Dom is headed to New York via ghost flight tracking, whatever the hell that is. And when they get to New York, they get to this shop filled with a bunch of crazy-ass cars. You know the deal. Team lead fast car help team pass mission. Fast car also look nice and it's basic. And for some reason, Cypher wants this Russian guy because he's like a big deal or some shit. Minister of Defense, Minister of the Dark Arts, whatever it is. And how she goes about accomplishing this mission is to have a bunch of zombie cars chase and crash into it. This shit looks like goddamn World War Z. Oh my goodness. You know how mad I would be if Cypher's lame ass totaled the ATM mobile? I'd be sick to my stomach. Like, you crashed my Benz? My baby? My baby Benz. You really did that? But we gotta run it there. Ain't no way. And if you thought that was that, just wait. Because it starts raining cars. Like, who the fuck be thinking of this shit, bro? The riders at Universal are insane. They did all of this to immobilize him. Like, bro, y'all couldn't have just popped his tires or something? Now, hundreds of people gotta file insurance claims because you wanna be an asshole. So apparently they did all of this to get some nuclear codes, like I guess, when we wanna launch nukes. How does that benefit you? Whatever though, Dom gets the case and runs into his fast fan. Mind you, there's 5 cars revving their engines facing the wrong way on the road in the middle of downtown New York. And And we got people in the background just going about their day like nothing's happened. Yeah, New York cannot be a real place, bro. This is probably a regular Wednesday for anywhere else. The city would have been evacuated at this point. Shit, the goddamn Avengers might have showed up. Now Dom cuts up and breaks his car's ankles, just destroying this flower shop, driving away. And after a little chasing sequence, they end up cornering him, having these cables stuck in his car every single direction. North, south, east, west, any direction you could think of, they got it on lock. And can you believe this nigga's like Houdini, because he finesses his way out of this. He flips over Tyrese's car, shoulder checks his door into Dobbs' truck, and sandwiches Tej and Letty's car together like a sandwich. And for some reason, Shaw just crashes randomly. I'm not sure. Since the whips are messed up now, it is a foot race between Dom and Shaw. Until Dom shoots him. Yo, this nigga Dom is evil in this movie. What the hell? Now, Letty snatches the case away from Dom and he chases her. But Shawty knows that he loves her way too much to shoot her, which is completely true. So he just lets her go. Until this Buddy Murphy looking ass nigga comes for backup. Now, they end up getting the case and they did. But later on, we get news that Shaw didn't make it. My son Dom just caught a body. You know he did that for Han. It's crazy because he did his ass execution style too. I got mixed feelings about Shaw, so I'm gonna give him a little rest in peace. You know what I'm saying? I fuck with Shaw. Damn, he was just becoming a good guy too. Man. And then they kill my fine chick, bro. They murk Elena, my Shayla. Oh my god, no. Fuck, man. Fuck this bitch, Cypher. Oh god, I'm gonna put hands and feet on you, ho. Don't let me catch you. Two characters dying back to back is buck wild, bro. You couldn't give us at least 5 minutes in between. So now we're in goddamn Russia, where everything is frozen solid. And the team's out here just waiting for Dom. He shows up at EMP blast a Russian base, taking all the power out, and then charges up another blast, taking the power out of the submarine and helicopter, which comes crashing down. Ramsey and Cypher are going back and forth, taking turns out hacking each other, while The Rock is doing WWE moves on these Russian employees. A fucking rock bottom on the railing is wicked work, bro. But hold on just a minute, because he picks up this man and drops him on his knees, bro. Holy shit. Then we got poor Letty over here fighting for her life, bro. She's getting her ass whooped, getting flung through windows and shit. But then she kicks this man over the railing, causing him to get shredded to pieces. Cypher's decided that she's had enough and just casually arms a nuke. Like, excuse me? A goddamn nuclear bomb? Like, what do you gain from this? How does this benefit you in any way, shape, or form? Now, thankfully, the team's able to pull the chip before the time goes off, so World War III doesn't start. And we then get this chase scene on ice. Y'all might have heard of Disney on Ice. Now we got Fast and the Furious on ice. The team's trying to stop this submarine from getting to the bay. Meanwhile, Cypher's team is trying to take them out while this whole thing is going on. For some reason, Tyrese's dumbass decided to bring a Lamborghini to Russia with 0 snow tires. So his car just sinks into the ice water, but Tej is there to save the day. So now this man is boogie boarding on the door, trying to not get shot. But he gets so fed up with this shit that he smacks this man with the door and takes out the others. Like, I guess this would just happen. Whatever. I don't care. And just when I thought shit couldn't amaze me more, we see people with jetpacks on, flying through the air like Iron Man. Oh wait, y'all. Just wait, because we find out it's the Shaw brothers. Oh my god, holy cameo of doom. I thought these niggas were supposed to be dead. How the fuck are you alive? We then learn that my Puerto Rican goats, my body king Sego and Don Omar helped save Shaw. Then his mom gave him some kind of bay juice to bring him back to life. Like, god damn, they bringing everybody back to Brian, huh? Shaw then calls Dom to let him know that he's got the baby, and a switch goes off in Dom's head like an animal being freed from a cage. And he starts whooping Buddy Murphy's ass, starting with a right and disarms him twice, tanking and blocking some hits, leading to him choking him in the sky, then slamming him on the hood, and he punches him so hard that his neck snaps. We got Shaw over here being the best guardian angel ever, bro. He's whooping everybody's ass on this plane while carrying the baby. This man is putting on a masterclass, bro. I ain't never seen nothing like this before. It's truly amazing. Dom ends up coming to save the day, you know what I'm saying? Real group leadership, and the team's back together. Cypher then launches some torpedoes, but Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, a human by the way, a regular human being, skates on ice and redirects a torpedo like nothing. Bro, I'm truly amazed by this movie. It's actually
That dog.
Since Cypher's all out, she decides to pull out her trunk. She brings the submarine to the surface. This bitch is genuinely insane. Like, I just would have let this crazy hoe have it. I am not fighting a submarine on ice, gang. You got it. But Dom needs to protect his family. He'll do anything to do that. So when Cypher fires a heat-seeking missile at him, He just jukes it, making it hit the submarine instead. A big ass explosion happens and the team forms this kind of car shield thing around him to protect him from the blast. And this only works because of plot armor, and if we're being real, they should have all been burned alive. But it's okay. I like it. So I'll let it pass. Cypher ends up getting away, so expect her to be in a future movie soon. Dom and Letty hug and kiss, so all is right in the world now. We cut to Dom being reunited with his baby boy, and Letty gets to be a stepmama. Congratulations, I think.
Everybody wins.
Dom ends up naming the baby Brian because of course he does. Saw that shit from a mile away. And yeah, that's the video, y'all. I hope you enjoy it. You know how to
Brian.
for y'all real quick. We are on the road to 400K subs, man. I love y'all so much. Thank you for
I love you too, gang.
proud of supporting.
What's up, boys?
He didn't hear it. He didn't smell it. He didn't see it until it was 40 meters away. The tracks came from behind, not from the side, not from ahead, from behind, following his exact path, step for step. This is not how a startled animal moves. A startled animal runs in the opposite direction. This is how something moves when it has already made a decision. Most people believe polar bear attacks happen by accident. Wrong place, wrong time. A bear surprised. A human too close. That model applies to grizzlies. It applies to black bears. It does not apply to a polar bear. The polar bear is the only large land carnivore that actively, deliberately, and repeatedly stalks human beings as prey. Not in self-defense, not by mistake, on purpose. This video is not about postcards or survival stories. It's about the science behind how this behavior exists. What makes the polar bear the only primary animal that treats humans as a food source, and what that tells us about the limits of human intuition within our data. By the end of this video, you will understand something most wildlife coverage refuses to say clearly. In the Arctic, you are not at the top of the food chain, and the animal that displaced you has been practicing this for longer than your species has existed. The polar bear, Ursus horrendous, ranges across the entire Arctic Circle. Norway, Canada, Russia, Greenland, Alaska. Wherever the sea ice forms and the run runs cold enough to support their primary prey, adult males reach between 350 and 700 kilograms. Standing upright, they exceed 3 meters in height.
10 foot, 1,500 pounds. A fluffy bear.
They are classified as marine mammals. They can swim continuously for days. Documented crossings exceed 680 kilometers from the west. Their entire biology is optimized for underwater, the edge of the ice, where cold water meets frozen land. Their sense of smell is their primary weapon, not speed, not size. Smell. They can detect a sea buried under 3 feet of ice from over a kilometer away. They can locate a dead whale from 20 miles in any direction, and they can track a human being through fresh snow with the same precision. If you want
20 miles.
subscribe to Apex for free.
Imagine an apex predator hunting you for 20 miles.
Not a recommendation, a legal requirement. Because the bear that finds you first is not looking for a confrontation. It is looking for prey. Polar bear's primary hunting technique is called still hunting. It locates a seal's breathing hole in the ice. Then it waits, motionless, sometimes for 3 to 4 hours. Then, once the seal surfaces, the strike takes less than half a second. This technique requires is not speed or strength. It requires patience, precision, and the ability to read behavioral patterns. To understand what prey must do, and to be there first. That same cognitive framework is exactly what researchers observed when documenting polar bear behavior toward humans. In a 2017 analysis published in the Wildlife Society Bulletin, researchers Wilder, Armory, Atwood, and colleagues reviewed polar bear attacks over a 144-year period. Their finding was unambiguous. The majority of predatory attacks on humans by polar bears bear initiated the encounter were classified as predatory in nature, not defensive, not territorial. Predatory. This separates the polar bear from virtually every other large carnivore. Grizzly bear attacks on humans are predominantly defensive, a mother protecting cubs, and animals surprised at close range. Most large predators attack humans only when they feel threatened. The polar bear attacks humans because of its cognitive framework. Humans are prey. Same category as seals, as walruses, as blue whales. We are warm-blooded. We move in predictable patterns, and we are significantly slower. In the Arctic, that profile is sufficient. Here's the detail that changes the threat level completely. A grizzly charges visibly from the front with clear warning signals. Overhead, puffing, bluff charges. The polar bear does not do this. It approaches from downwind, from behind, it slides. The first indication of its presence is often the sound of its breathing at close range. By that point, the assessment has already been made. Churchill, Manitoba, is known as the polar bear capital of the world. Every autumn, as Hudson Bay freezes over, several hundred bears converge near the town, waiting for the ice to form. They move through the area, through the outskirts, through the streets. The municipality operates a dedicated polar bear patrol year-round. Bears that enter the settlement perimeter are tranquilized and transported to what is called the polar bear jail, a holding facility where they remain until the ice is stable enough to relocate them by helicopter. This infrastructure exists because the alternative has proven fatal. Every scientific expedition operating above the Arctic Circle follows the same protocol. At least one member of every team carries a rifle, loaded at all times, not for wildlife observation, but for the specific scenario where a polar bear has decided to approach without warning. Because while they may not come, what researchers and Arctic guides consistently describe is a specific behavioral pattern that has no equivalent in temperate predators. The bear does not charge, does not display. It moves parallel to its target at a distance that appears non-threatening. It waits for the human to stop paying attention. It closes the distance only when the animal is around. Their paws are partially covered in small microscopic projections that improve grip on ice. They absorb sound. The 700-kilogram animal moving across compacted snow generates almost no audible signal. This is not an accident in reality. It is a pressure-tested hunting adaptation refined over hundreds of thousands of years. Here's what most people don't know about the polar bear's camouflage. Its fur is not white. Each individual hair is transparent, a hollow, colorless tube that reflects visible light, producing the appearance of white against snow. Against any other background, the same fur appears yellow-green. Against the Arctic sky, it disappears. The transparency is not random. It is the product of an evolutionary system optimized specifically for the interface between white ice and dark water. The exact environment where seals surface to breathe. The exact environment where humans move and travel through Arctic terrain. Now consider what happens cognitively when a polar bear identifies a human target in this environment. It doesn't calculate risk the way a mountain lion does, weighing the size of the prey against the probability of injury. Polar bears routinely take on adult walruses, animals that weigh up to 1,700 kilograms and carry tusks.
You know what, boys? I think I'm gonna go to bed early.
Unarmed, with no natural defenses, represents a low-risk food source that will prey this animal once daily. This is the answer to the title's question. The polar bear does not hunt humans by mistake, nor out of confusion, nor because it has lost its fear. It hunts humans because we want to eat within the protocol. We entered an ecosystem that existed long before our species did, and we brought no evolutionary preparation for what lives there. The Arctic is the only major
bunch of people just started falling in here. They're the lucky ones because the other people, yeah, they're not alive anymore. He gets out of the pool and loads his gun, but before all this, we gotta take it back to 28 years. Damn. So when we go back to December 2022, we just see that it's Christmas time, the holidays, everybody enjoying themselves, having a great little party. So when my boy gets into the house, we get introduced to his daughter, Yuri. And when he talks to his wife, we see that his father, who abandoned him, sent his daughter a Christmas card. So he obviously throws it away because this nigga left him, went to get the milk. But after that, he goes outside to have a call and gets denied for a job that my boy was looking forward to. So when he gets back into the house, my boy looking rough and sad, but his daughter cheers him up. But when we cut to the TV, we see that it's the World Cup. So when we zoom into it, my boy looks like he was about to score a goal, but a gigantic portal opens out of nowhere with a bunch of soldier-looking niggas jumping out. And when the last lady comes out the portal, she starts to explain to the people that in 30 years, the human race fights aliens and they are losing. Shorty, I know you're not talking about me. I'm a YouTuber, bro. I don't think I have the facilities for that nigga. So with that, the world obviously reacted with the quickness, sending normal niggas into the future to fight the White Spikes. Crazy name. I'm not gonna lie, that's fire. So, and even though there are thousands, even millions of people getting sent to the future to fight the White Spikes, only 20% of these niggas survive, which is wrong. And obviously understanding how people work, they obviously protest against this and they do not agree with sending the people from the past to fight the future's fight. But I don't understand, but whatever. So when we fast forward some time, we see that my boy has become a teacher, and while he's teaching this class, he realizes that nobody cares because they're asking a valid question. What's the point of education when everybody's just dying? And all I have to say to that is, I'm kidding. Chill. But Raleigh was trying to talk to them. He gets an emergency alert on his phone and nah. They don't draft you, my God. But when we cut to the facility where they're testing my boy, we learn the requirements to fight for the future is that if you are dead in the next 30 years, you meet the requirements, which is wild, but to avoid some type of time paradox. And after telling a man that he's going to die in the next 7 years, it's wild for you to even tell him that, bruh. But again, he has the right to know. But they end up putting this machine on his arm, which can't be taken off unless he has completed his duty. So he goes to his wife to tell her about everything, and obviously she doesn't agree, but hey, he has no choice, so he ends up going anyway. And he ends up going to tell his daughter, and
What's up, Ryan? Welcome back. How are you?
But anywho, that's what you aim for. We don't even know how it looks. So, maybe show a picture or something. Are we actually serious right now, bro? At least let us get some fit people. We just hiring regular girls. But as y'all can clearly see, the requirements is just that you have to be dead in the next 30 years. It doesn't matter if you have trained or even if you're fit. If you're gonna die by then, it's cool. But with that, we start to meet the rest of the crew. Nah. This right here is main character energy. I can feel it. Y'all might say I'm crazy, but hey, look at him. But we also get to meet Charlie. I'm not gonna lie, my favorite character in the movie. Not gonna hold you. This dude is funny. And remember when I just asked, why don't y'all just show a picture or video for us to know what they're up against? Well, this lady just explains that. Yeah, this is the type of job that I could never, ever do. Even if the world was at stake, you're gonna have to kill me, bruh. But now that y'all understand most of the plot, let's move on. after that action. Everybody's about to get deployed and the machine starts. 5 to 10 feet, man, that's light work, bruh. The machine starts and a whole bunch of people start to float up and eviscerate in front of them. And when he goes up, the machine says error.
Oh, fuck.
But hey, it was too late. They teleport out. And remember when that lady said the jump should be 5 to 10 feet above the ground? Yeah, that was clearly Cap. Look! My dog's back is gone. Damn! We've already seen this part, so I'ma just skip past most of it. Dan and Charlie get up and they start to get debriefed by the people on the intercom. Alright, Dan, I'ma just be real with y'all. There are a whole bunch of kids coming off the van. They're gonna blow up the whole entire city, so I'ma need you and your crew to get the out of there or you're gonna die. Be cool. And also, one more thing. There are a whole bunch of scientists and friends that I need you to get on another building. You go with that? And with that, they start to go towards the building. But while they're searching this entire place, they finally found the people they were looking for. And oh, nah, they didn't even eat them. They hung them up.
Why are you even talking to my chat? That's why you're getting your ass banned.
And since these things left bodies and didn't devour them, they're obviously gonna come back. So they're gonna have to hurry up. So they go into the lab and search for anything and everything that they need. But when we cut to the outside, these two are watching and they say they see something. So they get what they need and start to head out. But while they're going down these stairs slowly, my boy over here stops running
Bro.
his tracks, breathing so hard and looks
What's
up.
up,
And
Freddy?
he obviously sees something and tells the
How you
others.
doing?
So
How you
Dan
doing?
takes a little peek and shines the light in. Oh no! I hope I'm not gonna get any type of copyright for this, but I'ma just play this for y'all to understand why this is creepy as hell. That right there is honestly way worse than the previous video I just did. I'm not even gonna hold you. The first one they decided to shoot
That's it.
was the black guy. Really? Like, really? There were so many other people. You know what? I'm done, bro. I'm done. But with that, they all start to lay that heat. With every single person starting to shoot at it, this thing calls for help. And they start jumping down, and with that, they start to run out of there. But while this thing is straight crawling down, it grabs this one lady, and still a whole bunch of them following them, catching this one and said, "Chomp." And my boy Dan and this one lady stopped to try to shoot at this one, but it shows levels of IQ, literally covering itself, only exposing its harder shell, and takes that opportunity to smack her away. He manages to get up, shooting at it, but it starts to crawl out of there just to get the fadeaway to the another white spike. And I'm not gonna lie, bro. Remember when I said that this man is hella funny? Just listen. 10 out of 10 character, but you can't tell me anything else. They start to boogie it, but this thing is right on their tail. And Dan stops, trying to shoot at it, but it crawls away with my homie and another one appears. And my dog, non-stop, trying to shoot at this thing, even switched guns. But he breaks this glass, takes the axe out, tries to slice it, but we, psych, get your ass on. And while my boy was tussling back and forth with this thing, my black brother comes back just to shoot it right in the neck. So they start to run away, but this thing starts to call for help. Like, bro, this ain't even fair. Nigga, what the fuck? They get out of the building, but a whole bunch of armored vehicles start to head towards the bridge, their way of escaping. But those jets that are coming to the city to bomb everything are still on their way, so they gotta hurry the hell up. While they're running, they see the vehicles and start to celebrate. But oh!
Right hand on the Bible. God can strike me down if I'm lying. That motherfucker's cheating. Take my word.
Might I remind y'all, these are regular niggas, gang. What did they do? But with these jets starting to shoot down these missiles, it gives them enough time to get the hell up out of there and run. They get in this tunnel and some of them decide to sacrifice themselves for the others to escape. And they bomb the entire place. He wakes up and we see that Charlie actually survived. That's Matsuin, my brother, my slime. He's the only person I care about that lives. I'll be honest with y'all. And these three boys are the only ones that made it out alive out of the team. And he explains the reason why he's here for the third time in a row. And all I gotta say is, yes, sir, this nigga spittin'. But while they were talking, my boy Dan gets called away. And when he walks over to the colonel, we learn that this lady over here is actually his daughter. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, she survived and became a colonel. But with that, we start to learn more and more about what the white spikes are. Well, there is a female which is much bigger and more fierce, and the males, which are the ones that they fought in Miami, are the things they would die to protect the female. So with that, Dan joins this group, which are going to extract the female to study her biology. So we get to the nest and all of these guys jump down, holding the female tight, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna have to play the scene for y'all. And I'm not gonna lie, this thing just started going crazy, pushing its claw on this one dude's head. Said, give me that. Tries to go for this one dude, but gets pulled back. Kicks him out the way just for good measure. Claw, push, get over here, chomp. Like, oh, nah, this is what y'all want us to fight? This? And with everybody down there just screaming and yelling, these two decide to go down, and this thing is still going ham. Flips this one dude over and swung his body to the side just to smack it against this other dude. Turns around, grabs Brody, but just gets shot. But even with that, smacks these two against the wall. Dog, how are we winning? Throws this one dude away and drags one of them into the tunnel, going towards the other cave, but they plan for that, starting to light the entire cave up, and it runs straight back. But this unfortunate soul right here had to be in the middle of the door just to get knocked away. But while it was holding this one dude hostage, it starts to call for help. But while it was doing that, Yuri shoots the tail, and this thing just started to get even more mad, charging right towards her, smacking her down and trying to chomp her up. But when we cut to the outside, we see a whole bunch of these males running towards the cave, and my boy Dan saying, you know what, nah, it's my time. Goes down the rope, makes sure to kill this one, and goes even further down. He grabs one of the tentacles, and just when he was about to shoot at him, he reverses and shoots right back at it, and with that they take the opportunity to put it right in the cave. And with that they manage to capture it, but nah, I'm not gonna hold you. Any animal.
Thanks, bro. I appreciate it. Thank you.
looking at you like this,
I'm a
man,
big.
I'm not gonna
I
lie,
know Borussia Dortmund is nobody right now, but
anything to get to you.
I like the Borussia
The
Dortmund.
helicopter, but
Pretty cool team though.
they can fly?
My boy Gray, how you doing? How you doing, brother? How you doing?
That motherfucker's cheating! Take my word!
But there was no time to
You're
speak.
German.
A
I
whole
forgot
bunch
you're
of them
German.
run down the hill,
Crazy.
charging straight towards
My
them.
boy.
They get in the car and they somehow managed to escape. And with that, we get to this facility where Miri is working on a toxin that is strong enough to kill the female, because it is the only one that is resistant to most of the toxins that they have developed. And if we can kill her, we can kill them all. Basically, that's what it is. And fast forward some time into the movie, and they finally managed to develop a toxin that can 100% kill the female. But there was no time to celebrate because this thing wakes up and starts to scream. But when we cut to the outside, nigga, what the fuck? And even though they have a toxin that 100% works, it unfortunately is not enough. So Dan has to go back to the past so they can develop enough.
I can
for
say
them
the
to
same, brother.
make
Life
sure
is
that
great.
this
I'm
war
blessed.
never happens in the first
Every day is a
place.
beautiful
So while
day.
they're taking him to the portal, we cut to these things just going into
Thank you
the
for asking,
lab,
brother.
releasing the female, and oh boy, is she hit. So while these two are going through the place, the female stops right in front of them and starts to pull the rest of the males, starting to surround them.
I beg your pardon. I beg your pardon.
And these things just started to
Where
climb
I am
into
shiny
the
hunting, brother.
Oh, this
I'm looking for a Pikachu with a different color. That's exactly what's going on here. In summary.
Even putting the female on fire, but that of course was not gonna work. Because even while they're running, trying to get to the helicopter, she gets sniped from the back. Oh, bro, why are you so petty? She falls down, but Dan starts to shoot at the female, making her retreat, and he goes down to check up on her. But when we look up, the helicopter is leaving because these things are trying to take it down. Brody, why are y'all this mad? And while the entire place is engulfed in flames, Miri is straight bleeding out. And while they're having this amazing sentimental moment, she gives him the toxin.
Oh.
His time is running out. He's about...
Bruh. You could say that. Well, this guy's pretty funny. He does he resume movies, and he edits that with it like a video, and he makes like funny comments. I like it. Pretty entertaining.
The female arrives, grabs her, and starts to drag her down. And even though my boy Dan tried to save her, unfortunately his time ran out and teleported him back to the past. And when my boy finally gets to wake up, we learn that the jump link is offline, so they can't go back to the future, and the people from the future can't come back to the past, which is tragic. But they take the toxin from my boy and start to mass produce it. But even with that, the government and the president still believe that they should just wait it out for these things to arrive, which is stupid. Because my boy Dan and Charlie, oh yeah, Charlie's alive, guys. I'm so happy about that. They figure out that these things didn't crash land on Earth 30 years into the future, but in fact that they've been here the entire time, engulfed in snow in Russia. So they head over there. Oh yeah, he also brought it that, you know, they together, happy together, I'm not explaining that. They find the crash site for the ship and head inside. While they're searching in the ship, they manage to find the hive, and while they're testing the toxin, it 100% kills this thing, looking like it just ate acid. But I'm not gonna lie, okay? Rewind the tape, because if I were in the situation, when I walk into this room, the middle one is clearly the biggest, meaning that is clearly the female. So I wouldn't waste my time doing the males. Instead, I would kill her first, but that's just me. And after killing those two, the rest of them start to wake up, especially the female. Oh, it makes me mad. While my boy Dan was trying to kill it, it breaks free and they start shooting at it, but the female manages to escape. These things manage to get outside, and Charlie and the father start to shoot at it, but my boy Charlie had no ammo. Bro,
What is he doing?
look, y'all see why I love this dude, bro. Look at him. He's having the time of his life. I love this nigga, bro. Dan manages to get outside, but his father and Charlie are nowhere to be seen, even the female. So he runs after them, but the people inside decide, you know what? We finna blow up this entire place, and that's what they do, turning it into an album cover. They were really serious about this. Why? He grabs one of the toxins, stabs it right in its leg, but just when you thought it would work, this thing slices off its own leg. Again, what the fuck? He jumps on top of it, slices its neck, and started to go crazy with it. Walks up, punch, clocks it right in the jaw. Good check. Grabs the last serum, runs up towards it and punches it right in the throat. No more. Kicks it off the ledge, killing the beast and ending this video.
Wow, just in time too. Alright, fellas. Your boy Platano is going to bed, man. It was a good day. I'll do some quick shout outs real quick. My boy Juan! Deals, Trippy, Nifty, welcome to the Platanation. I appreciate you. Lucas, welcome to the Platanation. I appreciate you. My brother Juan. My boy Javier, Eggs, Parker, that boy 0000 Hungry. Appreciate you guys. Thank you. Jeffrey, Pop alert. That boy Flange. My boy Cool. My boy Hex. That boy Javier. That boy Freddy. Banny. You too, Banny. You too. That boy Gray. Kilo. Appreciate you guys. Good night, my brother. My boy Javier. Praises, bro. Always appreciating the good vibes. Hope the family is well. Hope you have a good night's sleep. My boy Trippy. You already know we're staying on top, baby. Stay on top. 30 more subs, baby. Closer and closer every day. I'll see you boys tomorrow. Stay safe. Stay strong. And remember, chat. Like that. YouTube. Let's get it.